Hey guys, Levy Freeman here. Today we're playing some more Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich mod. So today, wasn't sure what I was going to play, and I think this might be the last Kaiserreich campaign I do for a while. But I think someone was asking for Nicaragua like a bunch of times, so we can play Nicaragua, I guess. That's fine. Central America has like a little bit of early action. How's it going, Flamingo? And then I think if we set Mexico to go Sinarchist, then we'll also have a war against Mexico, which you probably want to do to make sure that we actually have like a game. I have played Central America before, but usually when I do that, I play El Salvador, and I have I went for the dictatorship route. I've also tried as Jorge Ubico. Where's Mexico? Custom game rules are down here. Yeah. Okay, where is Mexico? You can tech democracy. We need assassination attempt on Zapata. We'll do Sinarquista takes charge, and that should hopefully guarantee us a war with Mexico. Go with Sandino, Nicaragua. Yeah, well, we'll see if Sinarquist Mexico kills us or not. Yeah, so like I usually play as Martinez, and that was like one of the first games I played in Kaiserreich was El Salvador. And I looked up Martinez on Wikipedia. He's like a pretty crazy guy there. Which is nice. That's how you should learn about things. You find something interesting in Kaiserreich and you go look it up on a wiki article. You don't have it shoved down your throat with event spam and decision minigames. But it is what it is. Central America does have a bit of annoying choose your own adventure event mechanics that we'll have to navigate through. So we are Augusto Cesar Sandino over here, and he's got a biography over here. So read about him if you want to, but I think he's like some sort of looks like some sort of gorilla. So I don't know. He thinks he's Ho Chi Minh. It looks like we've got Monroe Doctrine, same as everyone else over here, which is gonna the Second American Civil War happens, and I think this more or less goes away if I remember correctly. We get some attack and defense on core, and we are stuck with somewhat negative national spirit here for lingering American influence. We are the Front Soberania Nacional over here. That's interesting. I wonder what that means. Soberania, like the sober front. They don't like alcohol? I don't know. We have 36% party popularity, so I guess that's okay. We have limited conscription, we have export focus, and we have toaster economy. We have Carlos Salgado, which gives us some political power gain and negative construction speed, but seeing as how we only have 3 factories, like the construction speed doesn't hurt us that much. We're not building shit anyways. We have some ideology, monthly opinion, infrastructure, construction speed. You can't see the whole screen. Okay. There we go. That's better. Okay. All right. So that should be fixed. That should be fixed. So it's a good thing we caught that early. Better. Yeah. Okay. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so we got infrastructure construction speed, and we got this guy over here gives us stability and resource growth speed. What did I show? I was just going through the front of the country over here, so it's like just looking at the national spirits and like the party popularity and shit. Like nothing, you didn't miss anything basically. Chief of Staff, you have mass combat, fire support, commando operations, psychology, and another mass combat. Fair enough. It's static defense, autonomy, decisive battle, guns and butter, commando doctrine. Like we don't get all the ones I guess that are nice to have. We have commando over here. That's special forces. Yeah, we don't have like a whole. We have no navy and no air force. We get like most of the good ones though. I guess we have some generic companies over here. I don't think any of these are like really anything to write home about. I'm not sure when we form Central America if this changes at all. Can't recall. Alright, so we get that. Let's take a look at our decisions. We have the usual fixers, and we have Central American politics. This is how you form Central America. And you can either found or join one of these fronts. I think there's like a liberal front. There's some one for the Nationalist Party, and then there's like the Revolutionary Front, I think is like if you want to be socialist. We can't afford an intelligence agency. We don't have one. We have 2 research slots. Of course, we are a minor. We do start with 1936 guns, which is better than like I think that's better than like Argentina was. I think even so like that's pretty nice that we get that. Nothing else on the screen. We have shovels and recon. We have Great War Tank. We even start with Great War Tank too. Okay, that's interesting. We have artillery. We have no doctrine. Navy, we just have some old cruisers and light ships. Which, if you are going to build up a navy, that can kind of be a little bit of an advantage. I mean, not for us in particular, but if you had like a good manufacturer, you could get your cheap hull to have that. We have no naval doctrine. We have interwar fighter and bomber. We have no air doctrine. We have no engineering, and we have no industrial. So what do we want here? I think we'll just go ahead and we'll pick up the electromechanical engineering. And what else? I mean, probably want to keep up with our tank tech. What resources do we have? Basically nothing. We have like a token amount of chromium. If we do take out Mexico, Mexico has a little bit of tungsten. Not a huge amount. I think in this situation probably go for medium tanks, and we can get overland tungsten from South America anyways. So we could do that. I think we're gonna get our machine tools first though. Diplomacy, we have Mexico apparently likes us for now, and some people who do over in the International, probably because we're a bunch of Cindies, and some people who don't like us. We have 1 chromium, which is basically the same as having no resources. What do we want to do here? We have no building slots available even. So maybe we just want to trade for steel. That's kind of a waste, so we only have 1 military factory. I guess we can build up an infrastructure for now. We'll be done in forever from now. Military factories, we just have the 1, and when you only have 1 military factory, probably you're building guns. And then South America, they all start with, if I remember correctly, they've got the 6-width infantry over here, which is kind of trash, but you know everybody has the same template, so you're not like ahead or behind. And logistics, these guys are under strength, so we are going to have a logistics problem. All right, up here we're making 1.78 political power per day, and we have not selected a focus, so our political power gain's like a little bit on the low side. We have 62% stability, which is pretty good. Our war support's not great at 19%. Manpower is pretty awful at only 7k, about less than 7k even. We have 3 factories, basically no fuel, and a very tiny fuel stockpile, and 20 convoys. Nothing to write home about there. National focus tree. So what are our options over here? So we have the new elections. So I guess that would, let's just do here, spread the revolution. But this is, if you're liberal, suck down, or radical socialist. That's interesting, I guess. We have the liberal revolution, so I guess that's if we want to go for the democratic side. Yeah, I think we're going to go Cindy. I think we'll keep Sandino over here. We'll go Cindy. I've heard that the Reichspakt is like slightly favored now, which means usually it's more fun to play on the syndicalist side. That way, like, you actually have to do something and your contribution matters. Central America is kind of, you don't have a navy, and unless there's like a Reichspakt, or I mean, I guess you could maybe hit some Entente people over here, but depending on who's around, there's not really a whole lot of targets for you if you join the International, particularly, I guess we could maybe go after America. I think our chances of realistically killing America aren't the greatest. And then maybe Panama might join the Entente or something too. If Canada, annexes them for the Panama Canal, we could take them out. But it can be pretty tough to contest the Caribbean. Like you saw, like even on a level 5 buff game as France with like a few hundred ships and some carriers, it still took us a while to kill all the fleets over here, so naval invasions were possible. So I don't know. I'm going to go Cindy. I'm not sure how effective that will be. So we have Socialist Revolution over here, which is, I guess, probably what we're going to try and go for. And I do believe you also get a new focus tree once you form Central America. So it's like another one where there's like a bunch of hidden content. So you get to do only one of these, as far as I'm aware. Maybe this happens first. Second occupations, if you go the dictatorship route. And this stuff over here. We cannot actually select national focus at game start. So we have 2 divisions. We have no air. We have no navy. So I guess we can start the clock then. The new Republic of Nicaragua. The American occupation of Nicaragua and reinstallation of Adolfo Diaz effectively made Nicaragua an American puppet state. Fortunately, however, hope was not entirely lost. Liberals across the country rose in armed rebellion to topple the American puppet regime, and eventually succeeded when the fall of the capital forced Adolfo Diaz to flee to America. The new liberal regime, however, brought very little change and continued to collaborate with the Americans under the former liberal revolutionary Jose Maria Moncada. The creation of a militarized national police force known as the National Guard under Anastasio Somoza Garcia, with the help of United States Marines, further cemented the continuation of the status quo. I remember some of those names. I think you get them if you go for the dictatorship guys for Central America. Dissatisfied with the direction of the new government, several former liberal revolutionaries such as Juan Bautista Sacasa left the country. Others returned to armed revolt. The young Francisco Sequeira Moreno organized resistance in the north near the border with Honduras, while Augusto Cesar Sandino launched an insurgency in the south. Harried by forces loyal to the regime, Moreno's northern resistance of 400 men managed to retreat south and join with Sandino and his 300-man regiment. This new consolidated force slowly began to retreat into the southern jungles while gaining expertise in guerrilla warfare. However, this could not last forever. Increasingly desperate, Sandino fled to Mexico by plane in an attempt to elicit foreign support while Moreno continued the fight. While in Mexico, Sandino met with Emiliano Zapata, and the two found not only common ground but even became fast friends. Further bolstered by material support from both the Commune of France and Union of Britain, Zapata personally accompanied Sandino back to Nicaragua along with a small force of Mexican volunteers. His position improved. Sandino's domestic support began to grow massively as revolutionaries began to fight their way north. Once flagging morale boosted by Sandino's newfound success, syndicalist protests erupted in the capital, and the approach of the Revolutionary Army led to the Marines' retreat to the country's east. The Americans judged the situation of the underdeveloped National Guard hopeless, and the cost of the Marines continuing to hold the capital prohibitively high. Soon after, the Liberals and the National Guard dogs escaped to Honduras, leaving the capital open to Sandino's final push. Along with this, Sacasa, who retreated to Mexico due to the hate of the former government, returned to help in the formation of the revolutionary government. For the revolution. So I guess, we've got a few demilitarized zones going on over here, kind of Argentina-like. Maybe we'll have to do something about that. Kornilov stormed Moscow, okay. Just Kornilov things, I guess. And League of the Provinces should blow up soon. Maybe let's see. Maybe they'll. We'll see who goes in Shandong. Maybe we'll see a dog meat Shandong win. That'd be cool to see. Liberation Day. Today is the anniversary of the revolution which liberated our nation from the Americans and their lapdogs. While Sacasa and Moreno were both involved in the revolution, Sandino is more widely credited for the revolution's success. Sandino's popularity has increased because of the celebrations, but to supporters of opposition parties, the day has only furthered their disdain for the man. They claim that this celebration, with all its cult-like pomp and circumstance, is Sandino trying to brainwash the population. So we get some more support and Radsuck support. Are we Radsuck right now? We are Radsuck. So I guess that's Sandino's thing, is he's a radical socialist. I'll have to keep that in mind. I fucked that up pretty hard when we were playing Patagonia. I thought the Radical Party was going to be like the Radical Socialist Party or something like that, and it wasn't. Or something along those lines anyways, and I mixed those up. Got the wrong guy. Felt bad. And I haven't played Central America in like a long time either. I remember like the first time I got Central America, I kind of stalemated with Mexico and didn't go anywhere. I didn't have the skill level to beat them. But maybe things will be different this time. But it is there is a pretty big power differential between Central America and Mexico. Capitalist economies collapse. Over the past few days, the workers and peasants of the world have watched as bankers, capitalists, and tyrants scrabble to reap the benefits of the workers' labor for their own selfish gain. They call it Black Monday. A terrible event, they say. They say that such a collapse was completely uncalled for, something no economist could have predicted. Of course, the workers are no fools. The people see through their lies. As the great philosopher Karl Marx predicted, such collapses are an inevitable result of capitalism. As the capitalist abuses and reaps the benefits of the workers, they begin to eat themselves alive like rabid dogs. All this as they leave their workers to struggle and die by the waste as they scramble for the last piece of meat. Our nation, however, has decoupled itself from the capitalist world and has begun the construction of a true people state. Therefore, we remain unaffected and can only watch as the nations of the world are eaten alive by their capitalist overlords. This is a great awakening for the peasants and workers of the world, and soon the workers of these nations will begin to organize against their oppressors. We must stand by and stand tall as true examples of the workers of the world. Workers of the world, unite! I guess we really hate capitalism. So we're gonna have 100 political power here soon. Maybe we want early mob. Might want free trade. I mean, we're not building. I mean, realistically, we have like one factory and civilian and consumer goods deal anyway. We're not building anything with it, so maybe free trade is a better call. Sakasa travels across the country. With the recent celebrations of Liberation Day, Sandino and his supporters have a slight edge in popularity over the other parties. To counter this, Sakasa has begun a countrywide tour to meet with constituents in hopes of securing their vote come April. While so far the campaign seems to have been a success, Sandino's supporters, known as Sandistas, now claim that Sakasa is disrespecting the Liberation Day holiday and Sandino himself with this move. Some prominent Sandinistas have even called for violence against Sakasa himself. These election teams. That guy's not even a commie, he's a social liberal. Come on. Alright, so there we go. We have the war. Sakasa speaks out. While abroad, I had the pleasure of the company of many good-natured men of influence and the fortune to learn of the fundamentals of good governance and political practice. I now realize that to attribute our present state of isolation to some global conspiracy would be foolish. The nations of the world, on the whole anyway, are good. We would be better served to stand together with those who would have us against the imperialist tendencies of the great powers of the world. The dream of the liberation of all Central America and perhaps even the independence of Nicaragua itself rests in our own willingness to employ greater moderation in our foreign policy. The present perversion of liberal thought in our nation is sad indeed, and I say here today, we must no longer turn our backs on destiny. Thank you. Fierce applause follows. I don't know, guys. Like, I mean, if we read that initial event, and like, didn't Sandino and like Marino fight a guerrilla war and go and get syndicalist allies, and like that's why they're independent now in the first place, not because of moderate policy? I think Sakasa might be a little bit like, jerking his own chain there. Doesn't seem very based at all. Maybe a little ungrateful even. Alright, let's see how things are gonna pan out over here. Did we get dog meat? No, we didn't. We've got Songs Yuan over here. Immoral guy. Sandinistas rise up. With the spike in popularity of the PRL. What's PRL? That's Sakasa's party. Sandinista radicals have begun disrupting the liberal rallies in the capital in support of Sakasa. The violence has reached a breaking point with the protest shut down by the Revolutionary Guard in response to violence. These radicals are beginning to hurt Sandino's reputation as he has so far refused to take any action to stop these incidents. Some even hold suspicions that he is behind the violence. Sakasa, for his part, has taken advantage of the situation, stating that these acts of thuggery are representative of both Sandino and his base. Tough blow for the revolutionary. Oof. Harsh. Well, we'll see if he can come back from that. Nanjing did not lose their capital immediately. That's a bit rare. Maybe they will pull through this time even. Got democracy in Australasia. That usually happens. Oh, we got some political power here. I think we do go free trade here. Like, we don't have any resources to export anyways. Like, it's just like straight buffs. Even if that's not necessarily very syndicalist of us. Okay, and we have military seizes power in Mexico, which we did set. So Mexico is set to come after us. Moreno's yearly visit. For 4 years now, Moreno has been on tour of the countryside and our nation's most isolated rural villages. Although the revolution has precipitated a significant rise in his social status, he remains a source of great pride and standard to aspire to for the peasantry, who see him as one of their own. His popularity has risen slowly but steadily over the years, thanks in part to his activity in the countryside, and he has now managed to position himself as a new compromise candidate between Sandino and Sakasa. The nation holds its breath in anticipation of his full entry into the race. The people sure love relatable politicians. I don't know, people this, people that. KMT and Indian socialists overthrow Tibet. Okay. There's still a Patchin Llama there, though I don't know what the fuck that's about. Marino speaks to local children. Now, that's not a good move, Marino. Children can't vote. You children will be our future, and must never forget that. Even if you do feel hopeless, you can carry on the revolution even if we fall. My intention is to always stand for you, the common people. Hell, back in the day I couldn't read and there was no money, so I stand for the common man. That includes all of you to ensure that you won't have to live the same life I did, for a better Nicaragua and Central America. Looks like Marino has secured another village. Well, that's another village for Marino. I don't know, because like the kids determine which way the village goes, I guess. It's like he's like talking to the adults, talking at the kids, you know. Maybe a little patronizing. So what do we want to pick here? I think construction might be a bit of a waste. We can go for the next research tech even. Let's do that. We only have 2 research slots. We'll get the mechanical computing. Oh, there goes left KMT on An King. I think that's usually a sign that An King is about to die. Maybe not, though. Sandino speaks up. Oh, it's her boy. Violence that committed in the name of a righteous cause when directed against our own nation, our own people, is unacceptable. The actions of those few who would lower themselves to such behavior are slowly but surely ripping our country apart, distracting us from the true goal of spreading the revolution to Central America and freeing our brethren around the world. I beseech all who have even a shred of dignity to return to peace. The Sandinistas have ceased to engage in political violence. Is that like a thing? Okay, I don't know. Come back for his reputation. So we get some popularity back. Great. Tough election. Oh, looks like I'm having buffering issues now too. Wonderful. Oh, this is what it is. Yeah, the new Pope. The Third Internationale. So I guess as a socialist aligned country, we get to go join the Third Internationale. So let's start packing. You know, obviously we'd like to do that. Alright. I think these are just like the same events you get as everyone over here. Just, yeah, the bourgeoisie suck. Yeah. Hang landlords, seize property. Usual socialist things. If we start training another division, maybe. What's our division's cap? 5. The second election. At last, this incessant campaigning is over. It is time for the election to officially begin. Although it was at first predicted for Sandino to win the election easily, recently has fallen in popularity, with Sandino's rivals, Sacasa and Marino, have capitalized on the situation. Sacasa primarily finds support among the small urban upper class and minor landowners due to the other 2 candidates' worrying redistribution policies. Marino's main base of support is the rural peasantry from which he himself originally hails. Finally, Sandino has a very mixed support base, which mainly consists of the youth and those who were involved in the revolution with him, resulting in his followers being very fervent in their belief of him. Everyone seems to have a chance at this election, but the result ended up being... I don't know, chat, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Twitch is better for this, maybe? I don't know. I don't really like streaming on Twitch, though, to be honest. Tried it once, wasn't a huge fan. I think I'm going to go with Sandino here. I think I'm feeling Sandino. The liberal revolution. Really? You want this is the liberal revolution, not like the actual like Red Terror kind of revolution. This is get social liberals. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go Sandino here. Liberal. Really, you guys? Okay. All right. Chat wants to see liberal, so I guess they're gonna do the liberal revolution. Jeez. Colonel Monty, I'm sorry, my man. You got outvoted. This is a democracy. And people wanted this guy over here. So you have the new election. Liberal mindsets and gets 10% stability. Stability. Socialist revolution in Iran. Got revolution in Iran too. There you go. Revolutions all over the place. Sandinistas rally in Managua. In what has been dubbed the Managua rallies, over 500 Sandinistas have begun to protest in our capital. It was not initially violent. A group of Sacasa supporters sparked backlash when they attempted to disrupt the protest and were forcibly expelled. One of them died and another was injured. Sacasa has already denounced these protests, but unlike last time, Sandino has not mentioned anything of it. Many are beginning to see this as the beginning of a new, long-lasting split in our nation between the liberals and the socialists, but Sacasa has claimed that he still intends to cooperate with Sandino. The unity of the Revolutionary Republic against our oppressors comes first, after all. Sandino better not act out of line. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Do you feel like a counter coup? I don't know. Damn, we missed out on 7% division recovery rate. Even more than that, even. Those are good buffs. I think we go for the concentrated industry. Juan Sacasa is inaugurated. At 11 a.m. this morning, Juan Bautista Sacasa was officially inaugurated as the President of the Republic of Nicaragua. Sacasa mentioned many things during the ceremony, like how he still retains the intent of throwing off the yoke of the United States and ensuring the rest of Central America is freed as well. He also mentioned his desire to establish ties with the new rising powers of the world in order to escape the pervasive American influence. The main concern among the mainstream socialist movement is its alignment towards liberalism rather than socialism. While the supporters love the change, it is a worrying sign for the large peasantry in the country and the increasingly hostile Sandinistas. Sacasa will need to play his cards carefully if he wishes to appease the socialists and others within the country and win over new supporters for future elections. To a new future, Nicaragua. So we got some stability and some other stuff. Like, I don't know. Do you guys find these kind of focus trees interesting? I mean, we're just clicking this shit. We're getting like a few minor buffs, but I mean, I don't know. This needs to be a whole tree just to describe your post-election things that you're doing. You know, for like where these are pretty quick too, right? These are 70 days actually. Oof, that's a hefty tax to pay. But we'll pay it. What else is going on? I think mainly it's just China is exploding right now. It looks like Nanjing is making a bit of a comeback. It looks like Shandong has not joined the war, and we have Pedro Pablo Ramirez in Argentina. So that means Manuel Carles did not, in fact, take Rosario and was counter-couped. Feels bad. All right, we have some more. We got some more PP. What do we want to do at this point with our PP? I think realistically, we don't have like a huge amount of stuff to spend that on. I guess maybe we just work on our mobilization. Maybe we should be saving up for Army Command. Like, I don't think you keep these when you form Central America, so it might be a bit of a waste. Play a major more interesting. I don't know. So people have interesting definitions of interesting. Like, I think Germany is a pretty interesting country. It's probably the most fun country in Kaiserreich, one of anyways. But apparently people hate it. I think it's awful. I think clicking decisions like these is more fun. The peasantry complain. The people of our nation's east have begun to complain about abuses carried out by the United Fruit Company. A sad reminder that while the revolution liberated the nation, some areas remain entrenched in the past. While moving fully against the company won't be possible when the United States isn't around, we will have to do something to appease the people in the region. One of the more popular solutions is to work with Moreno, who is loved by the eastern populace, to calm the people. However, there is a potential for such a move to backfire, transferring much of our government's authority to Moreno. Of course, the situation there could very well change in the future, so perhaps a simple reassurance could prove sufficient despite the risk of backlash from the affected population. So you can either, do I want to pay 50 PP? And this is like we'll just need to be patient. We'll just do that. Those are pretty minor buffs. And of course, like these are choose your own adventure countries, if I remember correctly. So it's possible that whatever choices you pick over there can determine the outcome of some sort of civil war or coup chain or something like that, and they don't tell you. I think it's. I remember El Salvador having something like that too as well. So we'll see where these choices get us. Like, you know, I'm not going to save scum, and I don't. You know, I don't have like a guide here. Tell us what choices to pick. Yeah, I think this campaign like isn't going to be that bad. Like I did set it up, so we'll have to fight against Mexico. So at least get some gameplay. If we don't just straight up die to Mexico in the first place. Who do we have here in our generals roster? So we have Sandino. We've got a guerrilla fighter, and he's got trickster and charismatic. We have Yank Levy over here. He's commando, camo expert, and guerrilla fighter. Another trickster, commando, and what's this over here? Also guerrilla fighter. Interesting, I guess. The situation slowly improves. Our lukewarm reaction to the complaints of abuse from the east has driven the people further into the arms of Marina, who has, I thought it was Marino, do a typo there, who has already traveled back to the area to assist the locals. The little support we had in the area has been reduced to nothing. The region is now entirely behind Marino. Worryingly, due to the increased agitation by the Sandinistas in the capital, we are currently unable to respond to and salvage some modicum of face. We must be more careful in the future. Marino's popularity grows. Oof. That's not good. We might get countercouped. We have to be social democrats. Oh jeez. It's like the worst possible outcome. Sandino speaks on socialism. Sandino has decided to speak in the city of Leon, the second most populous city in all our country, to attract supporters. The speech itself summarized a lot of his thoughts, like the importance of religion in the revolution and his association with individuals from Mexico. The second half of the speech touched on the most sensitive matter, the growing divide between the socialists and liberals within the country. According to him, what was once thought to be similar is now proving to be very different in practice. I can only hope that this is addressed in the future to help safeguard the future of Nicaragua and the revolution. Of course, freeing Central America comes first to Sandino before personal ambition. Right? Right, guys? Liberalism and socialism are one and the same. No, I'm pretty sure they're not. I'm pretty sure that is not true to say. Ooh, Hami! We got Ma Zongying. We got the Hami clique over here. Or potentially we have Ma Zongying. We'll see. See what they're doing for the taxes over here. I'm back to being Kamul. No, I mixed that up. They got what is here? We got Yalbar's Khan in charge, the warrior. It's interesting. We'll see how he does. Then we have the Indo-Chinese War. Okay. Establishing new relations. With a liberal focus on economic self-reliance and separation from the United States, we've come across a roadblock. The economic conditions in Nicaragua will always require it to partially rely on one power, so our only option until the revolution can be fully carried out is to establish economic bonds with new nations to remove American influence. One possible option is Germany, who already has a large amount of influence in our neighbor to the south, Costa Rica, and have proved to be valuable investors in the nation. Much like the Yankee, however, the Germans would aim to make us reliant on them completely, so asking them for help might not advance our self-sufficiency as much as another possible option. The Dominion of Canada. They are, however, very focused on stopping the spread of syndicalism in the Americas, so we may face some diplomatic pressure to liberalize slightly. Canada, he says. Okay. So we do that. We'll do, so long as we're always self-dependent. No, Canada told us to go fuck ourselves. The Dominion of Canada has refused our offer for increased ties between our nations, claiming that doing so would strain ties with the United States, which is undesirable. This has brought great flack towards Sakasa and his presidency, and some have claimed that the current government are American pigs. Revolutionary fervor is high, and people are beginning to speak of a revolution against the revolution. Oh, geez. Maybe we should have picked Germany. What is Sakasa doing? I thought he was like supposed to be like, I don't know, some sort of like competent leader or something. Xinjiang clique. See if our boy Yalbars can pull it out. I didn't think it was possible for them to, like, maybe they changed that. Okay, so now it's Nasir Shah again. I think that was weird that there was yell bars there. I can't remember that event change. It's been a long time since I played that, but Kumo Klein's got a lot of stuff going on. We have Left Cam T and Nanjing Cleek socking it out. Annual celebration of the 15th de September. Septiembre, I guess is how you pronounce that. Today, the whole Central American region celebrates the day with a delegation of deputies from all the now former provinces of Spain gathered in Guatemala City Town Hall and together drafted the Declaration of Independence that was written by Jose Cecilio Deval and that turned our once four enrolled countries into free nations. During the whole month of September, all of Central America celebrates, each with their own distinct traditions, utilizing all sorts of entertainment, from parades and concerts to public speeches by high-ranking government officials. Today is truly a day of unity for our nations. Feliz Dia de la Independencia. We get 25 PP for that. And we don't really have all that much stuff to spend that PP on, though. We can train 3 more divs. That's like apparently our cap. Sandino and Marina organize. Both Sandino and Marina have met in Lyon, which has become a mini hub of operations for them. The announcement once out of the meeting is made and known that Frente de Soberania Nacional and the Partido Campesino de Nicaragua will have increased cooperation and hope to help one or other win the next election and sideline the liberals. Whether or not this will work is yet to be seen, but it's something we'll need to keep a close eye on. Oh hum. Probably want to start training too. I just found out the other day you can actually shift click this and they'll stop once they're at full experience. It's convenient that they allow that. Cannot go up to extensive because you do not have the war support to do that. So you might even be able to afford 5 full divisions. So we'll pick that up and we'll go for the machine tools maybe. I should have maybe tried Xinjiang game. I've never played as them. I've also never played as a Fang Tian. Sichuan might be interesting too. I've also never played as Yunnan. So I guess there's still more content I could do in China. Assign trades to leaders. I'm not sure if there's like anything that we could get. Most of these guys seem like they've already got like the guerrilla fighter and stuff. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can get here. Alright, as long as we're always self-dependent. So we will, what do we pick here? Is this one or the other? Seizing the countryside. So we're back to not being able to do another focus. We'll just be building up political power that we can't spend. I guess we can get a company or something like that, maybe. Attaché. The attachés over here tend to be kind of low value, though. You don't get a whole lot. And Mustafa Kemal seizes power. The new Sandinistas. Sandino has begun making attempts to tame the Sandinistas as of late into an organized force ready to fight and liberate Central America. Well, he has only managed to organize them, and they are still in training. He has begun scheduled exercises with them and claims they'll be ready to deploy in a month. Well, this is good news for the army. This could bring trouble if Sandino tries something in the future. To our slight advantage, this has been seen as a sign of weakness by a small amount of their supporters and have begun to support Sakasa instead. Let's allow that for the sake of the revolution. We can't what, Samingo? Yeah, yank levy. Look at that. They got a levy too over here. What should we pick? And maybe the industrial company for the research speed. Let's get some tech out a little bit faster. Oof. We still have, I guess we continue to build infrastructure, I guess. American unrest grows. Let me put one over here. With the recent elections in America, many have noted the rapidly increasing unrest located within America. From protests to internal political strife, many are predicting the fall of the giant who has oppressed our people for so long. This has raised morale among the people, especially the eastern populace, who predict the day when they can remove American influence from their region. Who knows, maybe the contention within America will also see a new ally pop out to give us help we need in the future. Our chance could come soon. And indeed it will. You have Republicans in Brazil. Okay, cool story. Ooh, we got the Sandinistas over here, which is, it looks like just a regular infantry template. Support the CIFRC. Whatever, 5 PP, sure, we'll send them some grain. I guess we'll just cancel this then, because I can't, we're going to be over cap. Maybe one divvy over cap isn't too bad. I guess maybe we'll start getting ready to make our move against Honduras. It's got defense 3. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think the camouflage expert's really going to come out all that much, and I probably won't have supply issues. We'll go with that guy. There's a federal war. Let's change that there. I'm just gonna grab a drink. I'll be right back. Alright, so I guess the Italians are democratic. That's nice for them, I guess. Whatever. And the Sanarquistas is declaring war on the Yucatan. It's a bit concerning. Ooh, and Patain is held on for now. Okay. I think he can still get couped by De Gaulle, if I remember correctly. Or not couped, but he can retire. He can elect to retire. Promoting the UFC, great. 5% consumer goods factories. I don't know. I know if you go the military government route, you can like sell out pretty hard and get a bunch of buffs from selling your from being a banana republic. Presumably the socialists will not be able to do that. Alright, so we got that. What do we want for our doctrine? Maybe superior firepower. It's usually a good choice. And yeah, that's probably like a bit too far ahead. We could also get construction tech. You might need that eventually. That might not be an unreasonable decision. Why can't we do focuses? Just because we're out of focuses. I think the American Civil War has to happen first before we're allowed to do anything. Let's go for the light tank. We have to be able to make our move against America. I think there might also be some other event chain for. So we're not able to come down this this thing yet over here. I think we still might be able to be counter-cooped. We'll have to just wait and see how things go over here. There's standoff in America, so we should be able to proceed shortly. I don't think any of this stuff is going to help us immediately. Shall I join International? I think I'm just going to hold on to our PP for now. It's fucking demilitarized. Shit. Unfortunately, we have kind of like not great. I don't think one of the Savinkov. Not great terrain to push into over here. Kind of gives us an offensive disadvantage. Let's go for spear firepower, I guess. And one Dell picks superior firepower. We still cannot do this. So I guess there must be some more events that pop up before we can continue down our focus tree. Maybe we have to wait for the war to actually break out. Okay, there's the war. Still no. Okay, there you go. America in chaos. It has begun. The previously predicted unrest in the United States has officially erupted. With the giant known as the United States completely collapsing upon itself, while chaotic for them, this provides us with a golden opportunity. The far too long locked off region of the eastern Nicaragua is now ripe for the taking, with us now having the ability to seize the lands for ourselves and rid our country of the imperialist influence once and for all. The people have already begun to celebrate. Now is the time. It is time to secure our country. The opportunity has arrived. Alright, so I guess we can do both of these things. They're not exclusive. Let's do spread the revolution first. And we'll do seizing the countryside. Alright, so I guess we declare Monroe dead, which gets rid of Monroe Doctrine. Okay. Maybe we want to test Honduras. Both us and Honduras must be socialist. Both us and Honduras must be liberal. So we have a few border clashes here. I don't know, why don't we test Honduras? They're training right now. Maybe we'll see how that goes. These guys are authoritarian Dem. Okay, so I guess claiming our countries. We have some more decision mini games we have to do. Wonderful. Love to see it. March east. Okay, so that seems like a reasonable thing to do, except we don't have the manpower, but it is what it is. Canada supports federal government. Okay. Canada can do whatever their little heart desires. Could give a fuck about ooh, we're gonna win this border conflict? We might. Come on, get him, Yank, get him. shit. I don't think we're gonna get him. Maybe. The terrain is not in their favor. You have a lot of waiting in between focus time, a lot of dead time for a national focus slot. The moving of our troops into the eastern half of Nicaragua has caused mass celebrations among the people, with bread being handed to the marching troops as they continue to liberate the countryside. The approval of our ruling government has also gone up massively due to this, people calling us the true saviors of Nicaragua. A victory for all Nicaraguans. And what the hell is this? 239 days. Huh. I don't know. It's like, I guess we have to wait for this to finish, and we'll be able to do some more decisions, and we'll be able to, I guess, do something off that. I don't need that stuff right now. I'm not going to do that. And these guys are border conflict, so I can't, I don't even know if I can. I don't even think I can put these guys under a field marshal. I think we just hold our political power for now. I'm not sure what events I'll have to click on too and how much they're going to cost me. Kaiserreich Putsch. Okay. Fuck. Come on, Yank. What are you doing, bud? Get him. Looks like they don't have that much equipment. But we also don't have that much manpower. Okay, so we can do a focus. What focus is that? From the ground up. Okay, so we'll get to work on our economy. It's a grindy. All right, so what do we have here? We can nationalize assets. So let's get rid of U.S. influence. Ooh, minus 3K manpower. Yikes. This gives us a core over here. And this declares war on Honduras. How many divisions does Honduras have? Also a totalist. I can't. These guys, our entire army's locked in this border conflict. So maybe I don't want to declare war on Honduras right now. What does this do? So we have to. I guess we have to take out Honduras. We'll do those. We'll open the Eastern recruitment, and I guess we'll do. I guess we'll do that. So if we don't do it, we're gonna have some massive debuffs. So we might as well go for the liberation. It's weird. Status of the Nicaraguan economy. Nicaragua, despite its size and variety of products, is generally known as the poorest country within Central America. Constant crisis, military occupation led by the United States, and a subsequent revolution left our country dry, largely exportless, and caused it to enter a subsequent recovery phase. With our reliance on the United States already removed by the time they stopped buying products from us after the revolution, we've been left looking desperately for new partners. Countries rely in range and could bring great profit, but we'll need to be constantly aware that the United States one day may come knocking our doorstep again, stronger than ever. Well, that's always a risk, isn't it? So we have over here, we have to deal with U.S. before. I guess we'll have a revolutionary economy. We have to get rid of the United States first. We get ourselves a bunch of political power. Yeah, I think maybe now is the time to get some army command. Maybe we go for the mass combat. If we do, I don't know. We'll go for the mass combat. We're only fighting with infantry right now, and I'm pretty sure we don't keep those guys when we flip to Central America anyways. Yeah, you're probably right. I probably should have. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't think it'll matter that much. But yeah, you're probably right. I probably should have done those first before clicking that. Let's, I guess, continue to up this. No, I think I'll hold that for now. I don't think that's going to get us that much benefit. conflict in the border with Honduras has managed to escalate into full-on war, largely ending the conflict in the west and extending to the east as well. We'll need to extend our troops to the entire border if we wish to fight off Hondurans and ensure the survival of a revolution. Prepare for war. Alright, so I want you to attack here. I want you to attack here. And I'll have you guys truck over this way. Let's see if they are also defending their border. But 3 speed, or 4 speed is fine. Other decisions. What does this do? Core, create unit. Spark agitation in Honduras. Sure, we'll do it. Whatever. We'll see. Maybe we're lucky and they don't have enough units. We'll just be able to walk into their capital, which would be great. What's a war sport? Awful. Maybe we do want some more propaganda. I will just leave it for now, though. We will force attack. This may be a little bit too costly, but we'll try it anyways. Like, I think we can just... I think as long as we keep those guys pinned, we'll just be able to wrap around them. Come on, boys, get there. Get there. If we are gonna pay for that forced attack, though. We actually took this tile over here. We'll have... You know, I guess this doesn't matter if this guy walks out into that plains tile. Like, I don't wanna burn manpower I don't have for no reason. There's Spanish Civil War. Let's actually... Maybe we want to send attaché. Establish ties with El Salvador. We'll try that. And yeah, maybe attaché to CSA. Or I guess we go with the feds. MacArthur fucking hates us. We got Quentin Roosevelt. We'll see if he wants to be our pal. How's it going, Stoic? What just happened here? Honduras falls. The Honduran government has officially begun to retreat from Honduras into neighboring Guatemala. This also comes with the regret that the leftovers of the Guardia Nacional have also escaped in El Salvador, leaving our eternal enemy alive for a while longer. We are unable to catch them now. This spells a great victory for us in the revolution. The fall of Honduras is but a stepping stone in achieving our goals of liberating Central America from American imperialism. Tight. True victory. Indeed, I guess a true victory. Honduras has officially surrendered to us, resulting in the fall of the previous regime that fought against us, and the raising of a new and better Honduras, directly aligned to us. A great success in this has greatly increased the popularity of the ruling government, making everyone believe that the time until the rest of Central America is liberated, it won't be long. Cool. These guys are a puppet then. Relations with Honduras, cool. The emergence of a friendly regime in Honduras has caused relations between our two nations to cool. Sadly, the National Guard, which is seen as the enemy to all Nicaraguans, has fled from Honduras, most likely into another American-aligned country. Despite this, Honduras is now an ally in the revolution alongside us. One step at a time. One step at a time. I think we were trying to establish ties with El Salvador or something, right? Let's have these guys all group up over here. So we have over here established ties with Honduras. We're going to be jacks of all trades. Hold that for now. Get beef and sugar. Weekly stability is pretty good. It's probably better than the factory output from our one fucking factory. What is this? The United States and influence to be removed. So we still have to wait for these that other shit to finish before we can do that. Do we get any factories? So definitely want to make sure we do that. If we have anything available. And for it doesn't look like we are going to though. Get one off map there. So I guess Guatemala is like the, yes, they're also authoritarian. And it looks like we won't have to fight El Salvador at all. Light tank 1. Go for light tank 2. The recruitment of Abelardo Quadra. Abelardo Quadra is known by many within Nicaragua for siding with the National Guard and the Americans during Sandino's resistance. But as a hired fighter, he's been very controversial and was allowed to stay in Nicaragua despite his resistance against Sandino, claiming he was just trying to scrape by during the hard situation and that the Americans came knocking. Sandino's disdain for him has made him much more attracted towards the liberal camp and as a mini attempt for resistance for Sandino, okay? Wasn't expected, however, was for him to be officially hired today by the Sakasa himself to help reorganize the military to a more professional structure. This has faced immediately backlash from the socialist camp, which unrest will sure to rise further, a necessary step. So we get like a new general. He's a level 2 attack over here, so maybe he is the guy that we want. But we'll try him out. Nine over. I thought puppet troops were not supposed to count towards this this cap limit here. That sucks. So we'll have to send those guys back. And then maybe we'll disband these guys, I guess. A piss off. Like, already we're getting fucked by this division's cap. Minor protests from the socialist camp. The hiring of Quadra has actually had less backlash than expected from the socialist side of things. Despite some very minor unrest, they have largely failed to organize an organized movement in response to it. Some on the liberal side point to this occurrence happening due to our successful liberation of Honduras, which helped to immensely raise confidence in the government. Despite our success, we'll need to keep an eye on the situation to make sure it doesn't or make it room to organize and grow. Okay, change our militia to division. I just had to disband it. Like I don't have any cap for it. I need to wait. I need more of this over here to what is it? To improve our template. Our template right now is it's pretty awful. Sandino endorses the socialists. Nicaragua for Nicaragua. Okay, it'll help really reduce their influence. We'll do that. Sandino endorses the socialists. In a more shocking move, Sandino has decided to officially support the socialists, declaring the current government illegitimate, against the revolution, and a threat to the principles of the revolutionary democracy. This is seen as a desperate move from Sandino's side, as Sacasa's approval rating has managed to see an increase since the victory in Honduras. While the socialists still number many, most seem to think that they'll fail to pose a real threat, especially since Moreno hasn't announced his support for the cause either. It seems the time has come. Go extensive. There's a bush war. Beef, we'll get the coffee, I guess. Get the weekly stability up. we can add another battalion of infantry to our guys here. This will help improve our stats. Marino's neutrality. Despite what Sandino initially assumed would be direct intervention from Marino's side of the pond, Marino has seemingly left Sandino for dirt as he is forced to resist in his own against the liberal ruling government. All he got was a meager letter wishing him luck in his ambitions and a summary of what is the equivalent to Marino's resignation from politics. His followers seem to have followed stead, readily avoiding supporting either side with the dawn of the loss of their leader and figurehead for the future. Convenient for us. And I can't believe you guys didn't pick Sandino. You guys wanted to go liberal, and come on. Look at this guy. He's got a hat. He's got a hat even. I still don't have any building slots, I'm pretty sure. No, there's no decisions. I have the icon if there'd be decisions. I guess we can build one in Honduras. Oh, yeah, got superior firepower. Just coming down that tree, I guess. Liberals demanded to step down. It seems Sandino and the Sandinistas officially demanded that the ruling government step down immediately in favor of Sandino as president. Our government currently has a very strong grip on the country, with the majority of the people believing it and the socialists becoming more and more of a fringe cause. So many are telling us to just ignore the demands in order to remove the threat of socialism once and for all. I mean, I guess it just wouldn't make any sense for us to step down there. So we won't. The coffee. Alright, we'll be able to do revolutionary economy. Yeah, we've pretty much already committed. Yeah. I'm disappointed in you guys, chat. Didn't want to go with base Sandino. Socialist March. The socialists have officially begun to march from the capital in an attempt to try to remove Sakasa from presidency by force. Well, if we handle the situation correctly, the country should be fine, but we have no clue how much traction this will cause. I think we will need to be prepared for the worst case scenario if this comes to that. Is this left unity? I think some of these events, like the, it seems like there might be some typos. The person who wrote it, maybe English wasn't his first language for some of these, especially a few of the later ones. The wording just seems like really off. Ooh. So we can recruit more guys, but we do not have any divisions cap available to support that. We could maybe tempt fate a little bit by picking up more divisions and getting radio tech, but you know, if you get too many and you're stuck on the the negative recruitment rate, like you just lose. It'd be pretty punishing. Guatemala sends an embassy. Following our liberal transformation, Guatemala has approached us to congratulate us on our achievement and with the offer of developing closer ties. We will, of course, accept this and establish a strong bond of friendship between fellow Central American nations with the aim of strengthening democracy. I thought these guys were authoritarian, though. I guess now they're SUCDEM. And they're also SUCDEM. We got SOCON. I guess we just win here. Because there's not, I guess, yeah. So we have all this stuff already over here. So we can just form Central America. It's a bit disappointing. Clash of the capital. It seems, as predicted, that the march has not gained much for traction from when it started, with only a few in the capital itself joining Sandino's desperate cause. The military should be able to suppress the final mouthpiece of resistance fine, but the previous month of suppression seemed to reaching their minds, with whispers of defection lying about. It would only take one spark to possibly ignite the powder keg that leads to our fall. And I guess we'll do this. So we have the die has been cast. The Liberal Revolution. I don't know. Let's maybe build in. build there for now. The economy weeps. But we have been officially freed from the grips of the United Fruit Company. Their absence has led to a rather noticeable hole of investments into the economy, with large swaths of land still being uncapped and several factories outright stopped in the West. This is beginning to affect the economy of the West as well, and certainly be trouble for the country for an amount of time. It will fix itself eventually. Okay. So I think we're just going to go grab our civies and then we'll form Central America. We have to wait a bit for this anyways too, I think. We have to wait till March 38. We get that one event there too. So I guess we'll do the partial move, I guess. I don't think we take our PP with us when we do the tag switch. Unfortunately, we're going to have like a bit of a dull interim because there's no one to go to war with. Everyone flipped liberal. So, that's what it is. Yeah. Not getting as much experience with PSA as I would have liked either. So we no longer have Sandino. In fact, we just have one commander. I think we'll get more once we form Central America, though. All right, Guangdong clique. We have over here, looks like Kingdom of Spain's having a good day. I gotta favor CSA in this setup. Well, Canada did declare support for the Feds, though. They haven't intervened, and they're at war with Baharadia Commune even too. Legation cities have collapsed, okay. Harsh. Revolutionary economy. The absence of the United States from our countries picture has left us with many opportunities despite our initial weakness. We can now begin to forge our own future economically, one where we are no longer reliant on the United States for exports, and we can now advertise to a broader market. This has brought up the revolutionary economy plan with our government focused on increasing domestic industry within the country, bringing in new trade partners, and increasing economic self-dependency, even if only slightly. The plan has officially been employed, but how the plan will go is still unknown to many. Will ensure stability. I'll go ahead and click these focuses. I think it's probably the luckiest, or I don't know, I guess depending on how you look at it, maybe not so lucky because they're not going to get experience. A lot of you probably would speed run anyways, but this is probably the luckiest flip I've had over here in Central America. I remember when I was playing El Salvador, you usually had to at least beat 2 of the other countries before you'd have everyone on side. Yeah, finish economic focus. Yeah, so I thought I was going to do that because I want to make sure it's only one factory. We might as well make sure we get it. Now we have 10 width. Got big money 10 width divisions. We'll use what we have. So we get one infrastructure. It's just like the one factory over here. I don't think we keep the national spirits. And yeah, we're not going to have time for that. We'll get construction tech. Weekly stability. Again, I'm not sure if we take the stability with us. I don't think that matters. What about liberal revolution? Is there anything over here that's going to help? We got one off-map civvy here. So again, I don't think will actually matter. Got 350% bonuses for GBP. I don't know. These guys must be kidding. Like you saw how fast that war went with Honduras, right? And the other wars are of similar speed. So I think they're kind of kidding themselves when they think you're going to be able to do all of this shit before forming Central America. I think maybe the focus tree is like a little bit bloated. But we'll go for the one city factory. Austria-Hungary federalizes. Okay, that's good for Austria-Hungary. Collins is held on. Collins, of course, is always right. We have in Hungary over here. Not Carl. So France went Cindy. We have Tom Mann in the Union of Britain. Of course, we have our boy Mike. Still have Patain. Italians are just Cindy. Yeah, I don't know. SOCON over here. Nat Pop. SOCON's in Canada. Not too exciting. Mexico still is having some problems killing Yucatan. Huh. Syria declares independence, okay. I think we could send volunteers here, but like at the end of the day, I think like our units aren't that hot, and I think we just wind up losing a bunch of men and equipment. Keep the war going. Really, you think? I don't find that with Argentina. I mean, like what is it? Like this thing over here, like for the initial cube focus over here, that you get, like the one that's on this side. I guess you can't see it now because it's got the counter cube one. It was like those are all like 7-day focuses, 14-day focuses though. I think it's weird that they chose to do that with the focus tree as opposed to having the focus locked and giving you an event chain. But I mean, you're over that pretty fast, and then you have like a pretty like reasonable focus tree, I think. Brazil, yeah, Brazil has. I think if I remember correctly, they have. This is like a little bit bloated, but also it's like kind of a combined political and economic tree. And like over here, you also have kind of like a combined economic and military tree. Brazil has like a really weird focus tree. I don't hate it though. I don't think. Advertising to new investors. After our currently socialist government is seen as a threat to governments like Germany and Canada, leaving us unable to touch their market, sadly. However, there are many partners within both Europe and America, like Canada to our north and Germany to our east. What? I thought it just said we couldn't trade with those people. The German Empire would mainly be interested in seeing us able to defend ourselves against other threats to defend their interests, while the Dominion of Canada would most likely be interested in seeing our economy grow to increase our many exports. Well, Canada already told us to fuck off, so we'll try Germany. Oh, fat. Cool. We get a German Empire decided to invest in the civilian sector of our economy. I'm not sure if we keep the off maps when we tag switch. I imagine we don't. Yeah. I played Mexico once a long time ago on the Synergist path. Yeah, like a lot of, I don't know, like a lot of these focuses over here. I mean, this doesn't look too bad actually. Yeah, like stuff like this where it's like, yeah, you're going through this and like you're just getting a bunch of like minor political buffs. It just seems like it's like some of that stuff is like a little bit excessive. When you see that, when you have like 4 or 5 focuses in a row and like they're all just like either like a minor buff or like a little bit of stability, a little bit of war support, a little bit of PP, and it's like, you know, you really need to do this. This is just like, this could have been one focus, you know. Cuba denounces our regime. Yeah, to hell with them. Fuck Cuba. Did they make changes to Mexico? I didn't think Mexico had any changes done to it in a pretty long time. like you know, you 100 political power here, you get 100 political power there, and then, like there's like another one over 200 political power. It's just like that's probably more political power than you're going to reasonably be spending for the amount of time that you get it. You know, was it? Like, I know you could go to war and intervene up over here, and they cut that out as maybe a balancing factor. I think the Synarchists can still do it. Do they not? They pieced out with Mexico, huh? Uh-oh. I don't know if that means Mexico still comes after us then. I don't know what we're gonna do if Mexico doesn't go to war with us. It'd be kind of like a dull game. I guess we'll keep expanding our infantry division. Navigate the east. Cool. Get negative 5% consumer goods for like our 4-factory economy. Baller. Formation of the Liberal Pact. Great. It's time for true democracy. Sure. Everybody. Formation of the Revolutionary Front. Who went revolutionary? It was the Guatemalans. Those bastards. So I guess we will have to fight Guatemala now. Which is fine. I mean, that gets us a little more action. Let's see how we do here. I think that fires pretty fast too. 16 days. You want? Yeah, we have lots of here. Let's invest maybe in decisive battle guy. And that's a plains tile, so we'll probably try and bust there. Unfortunately, we lost our field marshals. That's a bit of a bummer. It's a bit annoying that I'm not the leader of the Liberal Pact, though. What's up with that? Let's go to the next construction tech. I'm not getting planning. Fucked up. Do the staff office plan just to make sure we get something for this war start. Moving on from fruit, we'll do new market. Cuba joined the Reichspakt, okay. Let's eradicate the radicals. See if we can get that's risky here. If we can get that though before that finishes. Get the extra 25. No, it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna risk it. I don't wanna have the war be declared and we have no work. Looks like the feds died. That's a scary looking combined syndicates of America for April 1938. Yikes. Well, I mean, that's what you get when you pick San Jacinto plan, I guess. I know, I guess there's like in multiplayer, if Canada, if you take all this over here and you rush down the PSA as a player, which you have a lot more time doing easily if you're a player versus AI, and then Canada helps you out, and I could see why in multiplayer some people might like San Jacinto better, and then Canada can take New England. But I think in single player, San Jacinto is just silly. 160 over 120. Yeah, okay. Like we've got more than enough. And it looks like we'll be able to bust this pretty easily. Fortunately, we are going to be falling behind on the make sure we hit these guys before they can reorg. Come on, get them, boys, get them. Also Belize. On here. Ooh, that's a big div. 109 soft attack base. Must have improved their template, those bastards. I too can improve my template. I guess we'll just try and take Guatemala proper. Lucky for us, that guy's also still low org. What is this? Plains. It's convenient for us that their capital is in a plain style, isn't it? Puerto Rico declares independence. It's alright for them, I guess. Yeah, we should have that. It's interesting this guy's not moving over to reinforce. Well, that's the AI for you, though. AI does dumbass shit all the time. Let's go up to, let's increase the speed a bit here. I guess we can start building something. I don't think this is actually going to finish before we get our tag switch. Okay, Guatemala capitulates. I guess we'll have a puppet Guatemala. And we can form a Central America in like a hot minute here. Just I gotta get that factory first over here. It's like another 56 days. They'll help us finish off our researches here too. I might wait till we finish that second construction tech. Just because our researches will get reset once we do our tag switch as well. Okay, Guatemala, we'll just liberate them, I guess. It seems like something a liberal would do. Don't forget the research slot. I don't think that comes with you when you tag switch. Like I think you just get 3 of Central America to start with. It's like you want to do the ones that put infrastructure and factories in the province. But I don't think you keep anything else. Like you don't keep your national spirits or anything. Oh jeez. Well, turns out Goring didn't do so hot. It's a shame, yeah. Well, I mean, think about it, right? Otherwise, you'd have like 1, 2, 3, 4. You have like 6 research slots if you got to keep all the ones that these guys could do potentially. They'd be a little bit broken. Perfect our methods. How's it going, Simrit? Hopefully these guys are also... looks like these guys have quite a few factories. Hopefully our comrades are also doing their factory focuses. Yeah, well, I don't know. Chad, I wanted to go with Sandino, but Chad said they wanted to see liberals, so we went Democratic. So we are social liberal. And I set Mexico to go Sinarquista, so hopefully we'll have a war with Mexico. So we have some content. CSA looks like they're going to curb stomp the... that might be like the fastest American Civil War I've seen. Depending on how long PSA holds out here. Damn. San Jacinto Max goes down like a sack of bricks. Yikes. Although, the AI tends to have a really hard time taking the Rockies. Like, maybe they'll still drag out. But that was pretty quick for AUS and the Feds. I don't think AUS is going to last that long. They unfortunately don't have a mountain range to cower behind. Hilarious. And there's only so much you could, well, yeah, I guess even with 6 research slots, I mean, at the end of the day, you're still kind of capped by your population, aren't you? Oh, I suppose you could go and invade some stuff over here and take some puppets. Maybe I'll just use this to get construction faster, because we're going to tag switch once this focus finishes. Beijing has fallen. Okay. Oof, there we go. Mexico has claimed all of Central America. Uh-oh. The Sinarquist government in Mexico has issued a decree declaiming sovereignty over the entire Central American region, claiming to be the true and rightful rulers of the land. It may only be a matter of time before the Mexican government begins military action in the region. Madmen. All of them. Those bastards. Batards. It's like they want to claim all of Central America, but they weren't even able to beat Yucatan. Sad. Bit delusional, maybe. Well, hopefully we can at least put up as good of a fight as the Yucatanis. Oh, so I'll flip this over here. And then we will, alright, so we got that, so I think it's safe to form the Confederation. Okay, end of the League of American States. Despite rebuilding itself from the horrors of the Second American Civil War, it would appear the United States has once again fallen, only at the hands of a foreign occupier. What? With the collapse of the North American Colossus, it would appear that the military and economic might of the United States are not credible enough for us to hold together the League of American States. What? With this final defeat of the American government, the League's existence has officially ended. Okay, was that like the previous Central America or something? This event feels really out of place. I guess that has something to do with what's this over here? We'll do the Constitutional Convention. Factories. We have a bunch of factories. It is like 1938. Mexico's probably going to declare on us, so I might might build some mills. How many military factories do we have even? Our production gets reset too. Ouch. Alright, let's take stock of what we get here. So we are the Central American Council. Fair enough. We have 25% party popularity, and we are social conservative for whatever reason. We are occupying a bunch of places over here. Honduras is still resisting, but I guess not by much. Police division. Okay, so we have a few extra templates over there. We have limited conscription. We have expert focus. We have partial mob, and we lost all of our shit. And it looks like we got some more options to pick from. This is all just, looks like mostly generic, so. And I imagine we'll get these guys once we deal with our start of the Constitutional Convention. This should sort our politics for us. I mean, if it's similar to the ones you get when you do the authoritarian path. Foreign volunteers, don't really care about. Do you want to do an intelligence agency? I think at the moment we just need to build our economy up. I don't want to spare the factories. Yeah, so we get 3 research slots. What do we have? I think we might just have the researches that we did. So we have 1936 rifle. We have engineers. We have recon. We have the 2 light tanks. We have basic artillery. We do have the first 2 doctrines over here. Yeah, so it looks like we just get the research that we picked up. So that's nice. What will we pick now, though? Radio might be good to have. We're going to be at war with Mexico soon. I think we'll pick that industry tab up, and probably let's start going on medium tank. Decisions, yeah, we don't have any of that. We went through that already. Diplomacy. Got some people who like us, people who don't. Nothing special. Trade, still have no resources. Construction, we have 8 cities. We're building a military factory. Production, we have 6 military factories available. You want to build towed artillery. That might be helpful. What's our divisions cap? 0 out of 0. Still have to update still. I think we might want support equipment. We'll go like that for now. We have 2 dockyards. I have no actual buildable ships, so we'll have to get like some Navy experience from somewhere, it looks like. Yeah, that sucks. Oh well. Guess we'll put 2 on convoys for now then. And steel, we need a bunch of steel. I think we have to wait for a day to pass so we can sort out our trade. Have you ever done a Floyd Olson campaign in the USA? No, I have not. Ship refit. Do we have a Navy? So I guess let's check our Army first. Templates. So we have that basic template. We have Armor Division template. Another Armor Division template. 18 with infantry. 12 with mountaineers, 12 with cavalry, 10 with cavalry. I will just keep the 10 with cavalry. And this over here is 14 with infantry. Interesting. These guys are all like probably various different widths, I guess. Yeah. That, and we'll have this can be like a, I don't know, like this thing maybe. I think we'll just see if we can get all these guys to be infantry divisions. And we have a whole lot of convoys, not a whole lot of anything else. And I think over here we'll go with a local police force and the police division. The Confederacy is born. The traitors dealt with in Central America held by our forces, we can now safely proclaim the Confederation of Central America. The dream of our nation, unified under a democracy formed from each member nation, is now no longer a remnant of the past. However, there's still a long way to go, as our territorial extension has grown significantly. Our government has decided to delegate the executive power of the newly formed nation to the Central American Constitutional Convention until the new parties reorganize to take into account the newly acquired territories, and will decide upon the fate of the Central American Confederation once the parties with most members present themselves at the convention. Okay, let's actually, now think about it, let's put 1 factory in artillery. We are on superior firepower. So having support artillery would be nice. I think we get a bunch of different generals now too. This guy's got infantry leaders, so you could conceivably gain that. Go with that guy. And for our other general, we just use the field one. I don't know, it doesn't seem that great. I guess this general over here is still the best one. Yeah, looks like we already have like a decent spread. I'm not sure if Mexico will naval invade us. We do have a navy though, so I think maybe we will train. We have 4 destroyers and 2 subs. That's to give us basically no experience. Formation of the Partido Unionista. The Partido Unionista, born out of the many parties in Central America who wanted the unification of the continent, has held its first meeting in Ciudad de Guatemala, having prepared for the unification of Central America for years. They have been the first party to present itself to the convention and has taken over power temporarily until the other parties organize and the convention regarding the direction of the country should take is held. Presided by the Guatemalan politician Jose Perfecto Azmedia Gonzalez, the Unionist Party follows conservative mindset and has already stated in their manifesto their objective is to carry the Confederation to a more usual form of republic and create a Central American identity that encompasses the cultures within Central America. They also reject the intervention of foreigners in national affairs, and this might spell the end for the USC influence in the country. The first of many parties, hopefully. That's right. The more parties you have, the more stable your democracy is. Formation of the Partido Liberal. As the political landscape of the Central American Confederation is starting to take shape, another party has surfaced to challenge the Unionistas in the next election. The Partido Liberal has been officially founded in Managua with the old Nicaraguan liberal Juan Batista Sacasa as its head. Has become an official party of the Confederation. Liberals promising economic independence for Central America and to move away from the old agricultural export-based economy towards an industrial-based one. Despite this premise, they have stated that they are more than willing to cooperate with foreign companies in order to achieve this goal, which has caused unrest amongst foreign investors, particularly from the United Fruit Company that fear that their assets might be seized. What? Despite this premise, they have stated that they are more than willing to cooperate with foreign companies in order to achieve this goal. Why would that cause unrest for foreign companies? They said they're willing to cooperate. I don't know. That makes no sense. Maybe they meant unwilling? I don't know. Now we have 15.7k rifles even. And maybe we want to trade with trade for steel. Let's trade 1 steel with the Chileans. And maybe we want 1 from Argentina too. It eased unrest. Yeah, I don't know. Can we ask Yucatan to join? I don't think so. I'm just going to grab another glass of water here. I'll be right back. we're back. Formation of the Partido Unificación Democrática. The Partido de Unificación Democrática has held its first meeting as an official party of the Confederation. The meeting, held in the Honduran city of the Tegucigalpa, has united the many free market liberals that feel antagonized by the autarchical proposals of Sacasa, and have released a manifesto regarding. So Sacasa is an he's an autarky proponent, which means he would not want to work with foreign companies. So I think that previous event was definitely worded incorrectly, and have released a manifesto regarding the policies they're willing to pursue. Among them, cooperation with foreign companies like the UFC and to open Central American trade to the world. However, they claim they don't want to rely on any specific foreign power, as they see this as one of the reasons why Central America was thrown into chaos when the U.S. fell into the fires of civil war. Unfortunately, not all issues have been solved during the meeting, as a faction led by the Honduran undisputed face of liberalism, Jose Angel Zuniga, faces off opposition from a faction led by Nicaraguan Jose Maria Moncada. In order to proclaim a party leader, the Democratic Unification Party has decided to call for an internal election amongst the affiliates, and the winner will lead the party in the upcoming elections. I don't know, Chad, do you guys care about this? I just roll it. These are the market liberals. Where did I put my fucking dice here? Choose Jose. Alright, fine, that's fine. I don't know. I think maybe we stick with what's his name? Is that your boy, chat? That's the guy you want to see lead Central America? Formation of the Partido del Trabajo. As parties with grand ambitions like the Liberals or Unionistas start their political campaign, the Partido del Trabajo has been formed in San Salvador. The many center-left politicians and thinkers that, while agreeing in many aspects with the other parties, are more focused on helping the struggling peasants in Central America than in grand ambitions of prosperity. Amongst the many changes the Labour Party wants to bring about to the Confederation is the establishment of some form of welfare state, a land reform, and the creation of a middle class, which is nearly non-existent in our country. However, despite bringing together many parties from the different countries, it is unclear who shall lead the party during the elections, as Orthodox Social Democracy, represented by the faction led by Francisco Sequeira Moreno, clashes with many who follow Arturo Araujo's Vitalismo, a variant of social democracy created by the Salvadorian politician Alberto Masferrer. Elections for party affiliates have been called, and the winner will represent the party in the convention and during the next elections. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to elect these guys anyways. Social conservatives, unionists. Well, we'll see. You guys think about that. Be ready to type your choice in chat. Does anyone care about this particular decision? The Araujo or Moreno? There's a lot of Morenos. It seems like. Alright, I'm just going to roll it here then. Alright, I've got 4, which would have been the second option, but Simrad says pick the first one, so whatever. And we'll have a choice over here. And it looks like we might have... this might be an event pick. So we got Federal Army or Republican Army separated. Formation of the Partido Nacional Revolucionario. Born from the ashes of what remained of several socialist movements in Central America, the Partido Nacional Revolucionario is formed today in Quetzaltenango, led by Guatemalan Silveira Ortiz. The party is a rather moderate variant of socialism compared to old-school socialists like Sandino or Martí, who have been banned explicitly by the other parties from the elections. That doesn't seem very democratic. The party has been forced to take an oath to the other parties that's not associated with the radicals who once plunged Central America into chaos. in order to allow their participation in politics. Their platform of land reform, welfare for the working class, and better rights for the natives has attracted unexpected support. And despite the defeat of socialism in Central America, the PNR might still become a relevant force in the Confederation. Only time will tell if they'll be as strong as they once were. I guess we can take a look at this when we get the relevant event. Don't like social democrats, huh? I don't know. I've heard social democracy is the most popular ideology in Kaiserreich among the fan base. Annual celebration of the 15th of September. So that's like that same event we had before. Okay, so we have no national focus set, which means I should be able to pick something. So I guess we can choose Navy or Air Force. Then we go free trade with our political power here. And I don't know if we, I guess 50 Navy experience might not be terrible. Hopefully we'll get an event right quick here that'll let us do something not Navy though. Alright, Union State's dead. The Constitutional Convention starts. Without a recognized central authority, let's pick this then. Looks like there might be an event chain. Without a recognized central authority, managing to arrange a constitutional convention between representatives of the newly founded parties has been difficult. No consensus could be made over which city should be the convention, or should the convention be held. So the city of San Salvador was eventually chosen as its geographic location was near the center of the Confederation. The city had the infrastructure to hold large-scale political demonstrations. It was also the symbolic place for Central American independence, as it was the place where Premier Grito de la Independencia came to be. As the delegations arrived, proposals came forth regarding what the Confederation should look like in the near future. The convention members have had the duty to decide what shall be done for the future of the country. Alright, let's see what people want to do here. Get naval ventures. Jeez. There's a lot of focuses to cut through. Debate on the fate of our enemies. Before the convention decides any matter regarding the Constitution, it has been deemed wise by the Unionistas to start the Constitutional Convention by discussing what will be done with the radicals that set out to destroy democracy in Central America. While it is clear that the death penalty is out of the question by all members of the convention, they still need to decide on a fitting punishment for the radicals. The PUD has proposed to exile the leaders and any who don't recognize the federal government as legitimate, which is seen as the most lenient solution, but one that lets many criminals just walk freely. The Unionistas simply proposed to imprison them for the rest of their life, which, while being a rather simple solution, could pose danger for our nation in case of a breakout. The Partido del Trabajo, on the other hand, has offered a proposal where the criminals can be imprisoned, but they can choose to work in improvised construction squads, which shall be vital during the reconstruction and improvement of our country, in exchange for reduced sentence time. So, of course, the labor guys want to, automatically they want to have gulags. Before the convention moves forward, this matter will have to be settled for the sake of the short-term stability of our nation. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I don't know. I guess maybe, I don't know. Life in prison seems like the most democratic thing to do anyways. Yeah, let's do that. Executive power debate. The power of the president. One of the major concerns brought up specifically by the Salvadoran PT delegation is how giving too much power to the president might be detrimental to the Confederation in the long run, and so it should have its power reduced to have Congress be able to overturn a presidential decision on a two-thirds majority, and they argued that it would otherwise open up a chance of an authoritarian regime rising. However, Unionistas argue that a strong executive power is needed to hold the Confederation in place, as the ineffective rule of the previous confederation was what led to its eventual dissolution. After several days of debate, the convention members are once again ready to vote on the matter. Bottom option, veto power. So this gives us SoCon and Social Liberal. I guess Social Liberals will get it regardless. Bunch of flip-flops. Alright, so Mingo says he wants the bottom option. Congress, man. You guys are just going like full democracy here, aren't you? It's a bit dull. Indo-Chinese revolt recedes. On the subject of constitutional supremacy. As the national constitution is starting to take shape, we have to decide on the role this document will take for our union. While the convention could install a constitutional supremacy clause in the document, rendering all local legislation useless if it contradicts the Constitution, the Partido del Trabajo representatives argue that it will reduce the provincial autonomy to a dangerous level while empowering the federal government. Instead, they propose to use the Constitution as a guideline for the local legislations, which will operate freely as long as they respect some core tenets of the federal Constitution. What should the convention choose? The one that gives stability. Bottom, yeah, I mean, I know. Alright, I guess we can do that if no one wants to, sure, stability. Centralize the capital. One of the main issues brought forth by the Liberals is that the Confederation should try to keep its members on equal footing. And with the Convention about to choose a definitive capital for the nation, they have put forth a proposal to split the three powers of the Republic to different cities in order to symbolically centralize the nation. Should the Convention members consider their proposition? Let me guess, you guys want stability again. Stability option always. Does the rest of the chat agree with Sun Mingo on this? And I'm sure there's probably not that many of these left to pick. Yes, split it. Nelson says centralized. I don't know. I mean, 3 different capitals. I mean, that's a bit ridiculous. I think those are like the only 3 people actually talking. So yeah, okay. It looks like the centralists have this one. Mingo, I'm sorry, bud. You know, I wonder if we picked split it, if we would have gotten 3 actual separate capitals and been harder to capitulate. I don't need PP. I mean, we will need PP eventually. Like, I have to get Army Command and like a bunch of other shit. I don't want that even. Or the tank manufacturer. Let's get the yeah, let's get tank manufacturer. Alright, choosing capital. After the rejection of the Liberal proposal, it is now time to decide which city shall be the capital of our newly reborn nation. Among our choices are the old Guatemalan capital of Ciudad de Guatemala, which was the birthplace of the first Confederation; San Salvador, the place where the first cry of independence took place more than 100 years ago; Tegucigalpa, the original capital of Central American Republic back in 1880; and Managua, the old capital of Nicaragua and one of the greatest cities in Central America. As convention members retire from the presidential house of San Salvador to rest until the next round of talks, the radio announces that the new capital is. What's got the best infrastructure? So you have level 6 in Nicaragua. It makes me think that Managua is probably like the best pick. Yeah. The administration must stay in one place. It's better to manage the federal government. Yeah, Managua. I'm thinking Managua is probably the play. Although, yeah, that is also our current capital. there are any disadvantages of doing that? Like, I mean, it does have the port on this side though. I don't know if that's good or bad. Don't care about the local. Yeah, I don't know. Here, let's go with Managua. It's got the higher infrastructure, which will help our supplies a bit, I think. Stats in the armed forces. After the defeat of the many military reactionary elements that once kept our citizens under their boot, we now have to decide what to do on the forces that once gave them the power to end what once were free nations. Okay? It is recognized by all parties that national security force is needed in order to secure our sovereignty, particularly because Mexico is claiming our land. But each party has a different approach towards the armed forces. The Unionistas have proposed a federal army subordinated to the federal executive power and with a section under the direct control of the president, which would try to strive for professionalism and superior tactics where it was possible. The Partido del Trabajo has come up with a different proposal aiming to create a regional army structure similar to those from before our nation was formed. They propose a confederation with individual armies which should come together in case of war but would otherwise have very little executive power and be subjugated to each province's executive power rather than the federal government. The Partido Unificación Democrática has offered a middle ground with a federal army backed by regional militias, similar to the system that Brazil has with their army. Once again, the convention members will take a vote in order to decide the future of our armed forces. Like, this is an important decision because this picks our army tree. Federal Army, so we get Org 10. This is recovery rate 5, and this is recruitable population factor 10, which isn't probably going to be all that much. So Federal gives us Grand Battle Plan. Oh, fuck. Quite a few. And we get recovery rate 15 down here. It's pretty good. Do we have any negative national spirits? Yeah, okay. So we have chaotic army, and we have unstable union. So I missed this when I tag switched over. So we're currently being hit with negative stability and negative political power gain, and we also have negative 10% division org, recruitable population factor, and recovery rate. So I guess we'll have to remove those national spirits. These aren't buffs; these are just clearing that debuff. It looks like we get a lot of army experience too. 50. Planning speed, max planning, recruitable population factor 1%. And entrenchment. More XP, support technology, support artillery, tank designer, division org, motorized, superior fire. Yeah. So I think pretty obviously we're picking Central American Task Force, aren't we? And what's this, mass assault maybe? Yeah, mass assault. Central American Task Force. A mixed force has been chosen by the Assembly. So I have to pick compromise for that then, I think. No, Brazilian, yeah. I think we do middle ground. I mean, that's clearly the best one. Clearly the best one. And like, that's the doctrine that we're on. So we don't really have a choice because they are doctrine locked. Yeah, compromise task force. Okay. Professional cabinet formation. One of the final steps of the convention is to designate a provincial cabinet until a proper election can be made in the near future. It is a temporary solution that pleases everyone. So that's kind of annoying that if they force you to make this decision by event, they lock you on doctrine. Because you would have had the doctrines that you researched before you tag switch. So you might have picked an off doctrine without even seeing this tree. Alright, provisional head of state. So get ready, boys. Let me know what you want to see in chat here. The last decision by the council will be to designate a provisional president until the first election can be made. All the parties have put forth their representatives to fill the role until popular will can decide who will lead the country. While the provisional president is chosen by the convention, the elections have already been officially scheduled to happen in 3 months, giving the provisional representatives enough time to ensure the availability of voting booths and ballots throughout the country. Yeah. All right. Suck lib. We got one. We have market liberal. And we also want to. And we also have a vote here. If not, I'm just going to roll between those two choices then. Social conservative or market liberal. So I think that's 2 for market liberal. Which one is that? Marlib is a PUD. Market liberal. Okay, so market liberal has it. Let's see, Partito Unificación Democrática. Is that right? Yeah. Look at the fucking banana phone. Jeez. That would fit more if we were still a banana republic, I guess. But I think we're supposed to be... well, you know what? We are market liberals, so I guess we are technically going to be a banana republic, probably. Alright, so what are our choices here? Still can't do any of this. When's our election? Doesn't say. So I guess we can't do any of this stuff yet. Maybe we want to come down this way. Ooh, Central American Task Force. Invisible hand guide the market. We'll see. Let's see what Mexico decides they want to come for us. So let's see. We have... Well, Krieg lightship hull. Get ourselves a light gun over here. And I guess we don't need fire control anymore. Okay, yeah, so we can make ourselves some basic bitch destroyers. Assign traits. Do we have an admiral? No, we don't. Do we have any guys that can get traits? No. No. Hey, these guys aren't going to be able to. They have nothing. Yeah, so still none of that. I think our generals maybe are a little bit lacking on the Democratic side compared to... I think we had some... If I recall correctly, we had better ones on different ideologies. I'll have you guys do little exercises, though. Should probably also continue to send an attaché to the PSA. We've probably got lots of experience off of them now. Though they might be dead soon. It's like the Kingdom of Spain won Spain, which is great for the Reichspakt, I guess. And Russia is eating down Command Union, which I guess is expected. League of Provinces here with Marshal Cheese joined Qing's faction over here, so interesting. Alright, focus. Still can't do that, so I guess we have to deal with military stuff first. Get docking research bonuses, support tech bonuses, and this thing over here. So I guess we have to do all of those first. We might want dockyards actually. We get a lot of dockyards. We get one dockyard over here, and we get 2 dockyards over here. We get quite a few. And we get a 1 research bonus for light cruiser models. You know, if we get naval supremacy against Mexico, we might be able to do some cheeky naval invasions. Like, that might not be bad. Do we get to join a faction at all? Approach the Entente. So we can do that. So we are what? We're the Democratic. So we're this guy over here. Which is you guys put me on the neutrality path. Come on. Come on. Jeez. Fuck me. So like the Labour Party gets to join the Entente. That's whack. negligible unemployment. So I guess if you want to join a faction, we have to go with labor. Oh well. I guess I'm not going to worry about that then. Don't want dockyards, don't want to do army shit. We have 50 experience. So I think we can go ahead and, I don't know, I wonder if it's more aesthetic to do the 10 width like so. I don't see a whole lot of people do this, like the wide div. Let's get the doctrine research bonuses, I guess. And what's our divisions cap? And train some more. Oh, we're gonna run a manpower though. Oof. It says try, yeah, it does say try to join the Entente. Swiss of Americas. Yeah, we could have gone with Sandino and done like all sorts of red terror and shit up and down in the Caribbean. Like, I don't know why you guys would pick democracy. Democracy is always like this. We want now construction, machine tools. Machine tools, we had to reset our entire production line, which kind of sucked. And we're going to have bonuses coming online in a bit for that. Maybe we just continue with construction. Might also be smart to get ourselves some infantry upgrades. It's bullshit that Mexico's got claims here. Those fuckers. Let's maybe stop doing that. I don't want attrition artillery I don't own. Let's actually duplicate this, and we'll have one with the rifles. And we have like 15,000 rifles. We'll go like that for now. And let's maybe just get at least one spy. It's only 30 days. And I still cannot do this stuff over here then, man. But bypass automatically once. So I guess we have to wait for a first round of actual elections. Let's do the support teams. Then you look at the dockyards. Unfortunately, I think that artillery research bonus just is not going to be high value. It's not going to line up. It doesn't line up with anything. Democracy is better than the Red Terror. I mean, I don't know. Not if you're just like, not when you're playing it. You're just kind of sitting around doing nothing, being neutral. Man, look at that. Qing got a little bit gangbang there, didn't they? Look at that concave Wing Tan got on them. Gross. It's awful for him. Yeah, I think we go after our tank research bonus, get ourselves to medium 2. Unify South America with the military? You mean as Central America tried to do that? Maybe. Yeah. Well, I don't know. After Well Creek 2 starts, we can still manually justify on people, so I don't know, maybe we'll try and kill the CSA. That'd be hilarious. I think we would just die, though. All right, snap election, boys. I assume we're staying with our market liberal Jose Angel Zuniga over here. I don't know, chat. What do you guys think? You guys still want to pursue this path of neutrality, or are we going to go and try and suck up to Canada? I think we just stay with the PUD then, right? Like I don't want to be flip-flopping all over the place. I think we have the options for coalitions here, though. Interesting. Of course, it's always a coalition. So PUD would be this one over here, market liberals. All right, market liberals it is. The far right-wing military dictatorships usually have like the most fun paths, so that and like the far left-wing guys. Like it's always better to be on the extremes when you're playing Hearts of Iron. Alright, so we have this thing over here. Diversify trade, defanged army. Oh, gross. I take 10% negative org and 10% negative recovery rate. Fuck me. What were you guys thinking trying to do market liberal? It's brutal. Like cancels out our actual buffs. Oh, we got division attack and defense 10% is quite nice. I think maybe we rush tanks first, so we'll jeez. Social conservatives can annex Panama. I think it's like I know the military dictatorship path lets you take Costa Rica and Panama. I mean, you can declare war on them, but I mean whether or not you're able to beat their backers, like I think these guys have guarantees. And these guys are often with Canada. Of Constantinople. So we'll pick this up. So we just pick a focus. We'll do this thing, I guess. Get our tank research. So what do we get in this tree in terms of factories? There's 2 civs. Edwards advocated, okay. Get civvy factory construction speed. Some sea goods. Research slot. I think we need trucks. You might want to build military factories, and I don't think we have. Well, we have like you know what. We have a decent number of building slots, actually. The Izalco volcano intensifies its Strombolian activity. The Izalco volcano, located in the Sansonate department, El Salvador, has begun a series of irregular eruptions, breaking the cycle of one Strombolian eruption per month to nearly one every 20 minutes. Along with an increasing amount of ash and lava coming out of its interior. While the Izalco has erupted nearly ceaselessly since it was born in 1722, the Faro del Pacifico is causing unrest in our population as fears of a violent volcanic eruption are beginning to surface. We'll have to keep watch on it. Harsh. Incorporate shelling into the doctrine. Be able to start shelling people. What fun. Really need to get to higher conscription level. Yikes. Guess we'll try and keep our spy over there to get ourselves some intel. You want to see the social conservative path. Alright. So which party is a SOCON? It's PU. That's a Liberal Party. So that's got, I think that's this one over here, a Unionist Party. You get some political power gain, you get some stability, get some building slots. Political power division recovery rate, that's pretty good. War support, political power gain, 1 civ, 1 mil. Research slots a bit earlier. You only get a maximum of 5 technology slots. Okay, so I guess you can flip between each of these parties at different times. I guess it's one of those things. So you can do this whole, you can do all of these options, I guess, if you play long enough to get enough elections, maybe. And you can get up to 5%, it says. You get some recruitable population, attack and defense on core. It looks like there's some overlap with the other party over here, too, kind of like the Brazilian one. Political power, stability, gains core on Costa Rica. You get cores on Costa Rica. Cores on Panama, Panama Canal, and David. You can annex Panama. You can annex Costa Rica. Interesting. It seems like that would have maybe been a more interesting path to go down. It is what it is. Get that. Get ourselves our tank research bonus soon. And getting this out of the way anyways, I mean, at least we'll get rid of the we'll get rid of that shit before hopefully before the war with Mexico. Yeah, we should probably be building medium tanks. And like, I probably don't need to build, like, I have no manpower to put on these rifles anyways. Australasian Guard coup, interesting. Here still some tungsten maybe from Bolivia. We'll have to have 1 factory and trucks once that finishes too. I guess we could just use medium tanks and cavalry, but I mean, you know, if we're going to play with medium tanks, we might as well use trucks to take advantage of the speed. Fall of Hong Kong. PSA is almost dead. Fall of Rome. Qing, I don't know. I'm not sure how Qing is looking. I think Beijing is gone. Yeah, their capital is in Wuhan. Sick. They do have a league of Chinese provinces over here. It looks like Brazil has went with Vargas. Has he done his new state? Yes, he has. And it looks like Ukraine has done Ukraine things and rebelled with the acquire tank designs. And then we can go pick up our civilian factories. Brazil declares war on Sao Paulo. I mean, of course, they have a constitutional crisis in Brazil. I imagine Vargas will have no problems cleaning that up there. So I don't know. If Mexico doesn't want to declare on us, maybe we declare in Mexico then. That's disappointing. I mean, they got the claims. How many divvies does Mexico have? 10 to 40. Like, they should be considerably stronger than us. Maybe they're planning on going after USA. I think the time on that is kind of a little bit, you know, they should have done that a while ago if that was what they were doing. Let's drop down to 1 factory on guns. We almost have enough artillery for that. It's like that should be okay. Yeah, I saw that. Hopefully that doesn't involve too much like standing around and clicking a bunch of debuff clearing decisions. I don't know. And we go with superior firepower. We'll actually have a tank research bonus very shortly. We can go for this, so that's fine. We can use one of these other slots for the tank. Division speed. Yeah, this is like, you get some pretty nice boosts here, actually. You take a negative 15% recruitable population factor, though, which is like a bit harsh. Minus 25%. Real oof. Well, I guess start working on unity and diversity. Diversity is our strength, boys. Start our research on medium tank number 2. Which will be late, but you know, I mean, it's better than medium tank 1. Although it does suck that we were on concentrating, we're gonna have to do a tech switch. It's a bit harsh. These guys are under strength, so maybe I have to cancel some of these to make sure that our divisions fill out. Yeah, manpower is a bit of a yikes for us here. Maybe yes, maybe not. I don't know. I think the developer is working on that. It's the same guy who did the UK, though, and the UK is like pretty awful. So I think they're one of those guys that likes realism and like, you know, they think that the event pop-ups and reconstruction decisions are content. But they did say that you should still be able to flip Vargas and still, you know, deal with all your shit and join the Weltkrieg in time. So I mean, I don't know, maybe it'll be okay. I remember asking if UK was going to be fixed like way back before the Canada rework, and it's always kind of been the case that tag switching to the UK was like a huge kick in the junk. And I asked the question if they were going to make that less painful, so that, like, when you tag switch to the UK, you know, you get something so you could actually continue to play the game and not just be stuck in jail for years. You know, they said that would be the case, and you get like an army and so on and so forth. And you know, ultimately they didn't pan out. What you get is a joke, and you do still wind up knocking yourself out of the game for years. You get a bunch of half strength, poor template divisions. You know, and I don't know what they expect you to do with that. I think it's the same guy that's doing the Brazil rework. But I don't know. Can we do a war propaganda decision? No. That's a bit frustrating because it locks us out of the extensive conscription. We really need the manpower. Socialist Republic of Iran and Ottoman Empire ended their hostilities. Okay. So I guess they probably going to form Turkey now. Looks like maybe Farouk beat the shit out of them. Yeah, pretty fast for that too. And this is like a pretty fast war for the syndicates as well. It's not great for the Entente. I guess the Entente never intervened against them. That's very lucky for Mr. Reed. It might be because they're still busy with Baharadia. Brutal. Well, completely defang the military. Oof. which I think be one of the things that we don't want to do. Like, I would rather not have the political power reign and not have those horrendous debuffs on our army. But I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, it's brutal. Does that get canceled somewhere else along the line? I don't think it does. Gross. So I guess we try to suck up to Canada to support neutrality. I don't know how that's going to work out for us. Let's go for the computing machine. Get our shit out a little bit faster. Collapse of the PSA. We knew that was imminent. It looks like Qing is falling apart a little bit. Not great. No, we should have all Alsace ultimatum soon anyways, and I think that'll get us up to the 50% world tension that we need. Do we have claims on any of this other shit? Like, I don't think so. Yes, maybe we go SOCON. Okay, prepare for war. We have received numerous reports that Mexican troops are currently massing and that a great deal of reconnaissance is taking place across the Central American border. Many officials say it's clear Mexico is planning an invasion of Central American Confederation, one that could begin anytime within the next several weeks. Alright, so it's happening. We're going to get our content. I don't know if we'll have enough, but we'll try. What we got here? We got some mountains. I think it might be worth it to get like one level of bunker. That was built pretty quickly. We got support equipment. And then we have trucks here too, right? We just finished researching. I think we'll try that. Right, we can up our conscription law. Some one guy over there. Bunker like already broke. I mean that is gonna happen though. It is often the case. Are we on the artillery? 122 pieces. Equal laws for equal people. As we push for new legislation throughout our nation, we are noticing more and more regional laws that undermine the livelihood of the black and native populations in our nation. As we enter into a new age of our subcontinent, we are endeavoring our efforts towards cleaning up the remains of these despotic legislations and truly embracing the ideals of civic nationalism, allowing these minorities to truly take part in our nation's decision-making and everyday affairs. In order to do so, President Jose Angel Zuniga Huete has decreed all old prejudices from old legislation to be abolished and a new set of federal laws be compiled in individual regions. Considering the decentralized approach of the PNR, this has come to surprise PT, but it's a move that is both supported by the PL and PUD, allowing the legislation to be passed without further issues. Diversity is not a weakness, it is a strength. I don't know. Negative 25 political power seems like that's not that strong, though. Well, I guess it is what it is. Looks like Mexico wants to grind us. Is okay. We're all green at the moment. Foundation of the Museo Regional de Arqueológica in Copan. Today, the Museo Regional de Arqueológica was finally founded in the town of Copan. The Copan Archaeological Site houses one of the biggest surviving architectural complexes from the early pre-classic era, as well as one of the biggest cities of the old Mayan civilization. The site was closed to the public in 1935 and has undertaken extensive restoration work, with the Acropolis, the main square, the staircase of hieroglyphics, temples 11 and 22, as well as 38 stelas and other altars being the main focus of the restoration efforts. With the inauguration of the museum, the archaeological site is open once more to the public to explore the past of pre-Columbian Central America. Another step towards preserving our history. It looks like archaeology is our strength. Alright, maybe completely defanging the military was not something that we want to do in our current situation, but you know, it is what it is. So we take a -10, we gain plus 20% and some stability. I guess we just keep on doing this stuff over here. Maybe it's better at this point to hold political power. Yeah, maybe better to hold political power just to get some army command up. Like, we probably want maybe the school of psychology guy. Cancel out some of the debuffs. Although, you know, as always, school of maneuver is usually pretty nice to have too. I still have to wait for our population to mobilize. Denmark turns to autocracy. Harsh. We have an intel advantage. You know, I'm not going to complain about an intel advantage. I think we'll be okay once we get a few more divisions out. It's just unfortunate that we had such manpower problems. Yeah, we just work with this division over here. Go with maybe a 10-10 for our medium tank design. This is a little bit of a risky org cycle. I'm just kind of going off, hoping the AI doesn't push this guy. Should be a free tile for them right now, and all these guys against it. Well, I mean, we have Belize. How are we on support equipment? We could probably even afford engineers, to be honest. We don't have the experience for that at the moment, though. Or the manpower. And we're not getting steel from Chile. I'm not sure how good America is, or Mexico is at trade interdiction. We can try to import one steel from Germany. Keep our production up. Argentina wants docking rights. You know, okay, sure, whatever. I'm doing 23K to 1K, so we are we're giving Mexico a little bit of a slap around, aren't we? Kind of wish I had maintenance companies. Maybe increase speed a little bit here. We can start pushing them once we have tanks. Unfortunately, this entire line sucks to push into. Maybe we should have went with, like, instead of getting trucks, maybe we should have got Marines or Mountaineers so we could do a slow but, like, better terrain modifier push. Fortunately, we don't have, like, a defensive field marshal either, which is, like, a little bit sad. New set of laws are passed to sideline the military. With the decades of authoritarianism that Central America has endured, President Jose Angel Zuniga Huete has decided to enact a series of law reforms to restrain and contain military power to strictly national defense, and has proposed several safeguards to be added to the Constitution in order to prevent military takeover to ever happen again. We seek to avoid the errors of the past. You should probably want to get war economy. I might want to mobilize even more people too. Now they're attacking all of our tiles. That's not good. The Socialist Republic of America. They keep on pushing us like this, we're gonna break eventually. We'll try and hold with a 4-stack order for now. Decisions, war propaganda, don't need that. I need more manpower. We'll spend one to get engineer company in there. Maybe we can get ourselves some entrenchment. Of course, that works better if you have tiles that you can actually dig into where the AI isn't attacking you, but it is what it is. What's in here? There's a decent amount of factories over here. This is just one dockyard. How big is the state? 4K to 40. Forget we have a 10 to 1 KDR right now. So that's nice. How are we on artillery? 172 pieces. Maybe we'll go for a 7-2 template. Might help us out a little bit. We finally have some manpower. ourselves our civilian factories there. Alright, we're gonna need a force attack here. Unfortunately, they attacked before this guy could recover his strength after that template swap. We'll get more reinforcements over towards this side of our country. Hopefully the extra attacks from the artillery will be able to maybe help end these fights a bit sooner. I'm not sure though, it doesn't look like it. Do you want entrenchment or the attack? Let's go for the entrenchment. The Serbs are going to war against the Nubian Federation, okay. Fuck. Fucking manpower. We're now 5K to 63K. Or it's just not good enough. Mexico still is going to have more stuff than we do. I think we're close to medium tank, or probably not. Yeah, 100 days, and we're not that far off medium tank 2 even. We might want to actually fish for a new commander, or we can promote one of these guys actually. This guy's got organizer, mountaineer, engineer, and ambusher. Okay, Juan Manuel Galvez. We'll go for the defensive doctrine to get the extra entrenchment and the recovery rate. Try and cancel out that one shit buff or national spirit that we got. We'll leave him there for now. If we get adaptable on this guy too, I mean, that'd be if we get a jungle fighter. We're getting close. That would be pretty tight. Get adaptable for our tanks. All of Santiago. So it looks like the Chileans aren't having a great time. Steel from Argentina. So maybe we don't buy from Argentina anymore. We can buy from. If we're not getting raided, we can just buy another load from Germany. I guess we have more than enough convoys. So a few more medium tanks. Archaeological expedition to the San Andres site. The American archaeologist John Dimmock has arrived today to our country and has made a very particular request. In the San Andres homestead, there have been reports by visitors of the Duenas family of ancient structures which have been partially buried and can shed light on the history of the pre-Columbian Mesoamerican civilizations. He claims he will finance the expedition with his personal wealth all on his own, and they just need us to give them the green light. Jose Angel Zuniga Huete has already announced his support for the project and has contacted the Duenas family personally to ask for their lands to be visited by the expedition. After meeting with both a representative of the Duenas family, Dimmock, and Jose Angel Zuniga Huete, they have agreed to give a carte blanche to the expedition at the dig site until the end of May, with the coming of the rain season. Hopefully their discoveries will keep archaeologists interested in our country for years to come. You're welcome to explore our past, okay? Other stuff, do we want to... we're still mobilizing. But maybe we want Army Command next with our... or maybe another agent. We get head of intelligence, I think, right? I think we just want Army Command at this point. Yeah, we're starting to get manpower. Very nice. We have a very slow drain on rifles, but we're green for everything else. Damn, look at that. 9K to 110K casualties. We got civilian industry. Infrastructure, construction speed, base stability. You don't really need any of this stuff. Division speed. Bonus for motorized. Bonus for superior firepower. Get dockyards. Maybe trying some cheeky naval invasions. Airplanes. What else is down here? Research. Maybe we just work towards a research lot. We'll just do these focuses. Alright, so they've stopped attack, which is going to give us time to entrench. Very nice. Repair that bunker first if we get a chance. And so we have like such a stat advantage over them. I think we're okay at this point. At this point, we'll be able to hold until our tanks come out, and then we'll be able to slap Mexico around. 22 factories too. It seems not bad. Yeah, I should have probably got maintenance company though. I think that was a mistake not to get maintenance company. One guy's wounded. 32%. I think maybe a little bit too far along for Jungle Rat. He has too many learn traits already, maybe. Learning attack though. Great. So that's going to be a stalemate for a while. I'm not going to bother pushing here until we have tanks. Just, a bit silly. Well, this is why you don't attack with infantry, of course. Well, it looks like our front line got deleted. Make sure we get our planning bonus up for when we do decide to push out. Maybe even go 5-speed here. Alright, mobile defense. Integrated support. Yeah, I think maybe we'll pick up maintenance company next. Oh, the extra engineers might be nice to have too, though. I think we go maintenance. Another unit even. This is only 39 days. We'll get the improved artillery so we can start building that. Alright, Canada declared war on Union Britain. Cool. Riga. Let's go with psychology, the Oregon recovery rate. Just cancel out our buff there. I'll live with not having the extra armor division, attack and speed and stuff. Yeah, those Mexicans are getting mangled. 11k to 166k. That will do peace in our time. Negative 20% war support. I mean, come on. What a mean path. Does this really look like peace in our time? No. Halifax conference has failed. Big surprise. Who would have thunk it? These guys are still on limited conscription. Dang. Hopefully they don't have anti-tank though. Guan Key, or was that Li Guan? Guan capitulated. Yeah, medium tank number 2, great. Now, if we are going to get maintenance companies, don't necessarily have to worry about my reliability as much. I guess it's the best we can afford at the moment. No, medium tank 2. Oof. Okay, so now what do we want now? We want maintenance company. And then we'll get the improved infantry equipment. And let's also get ourselves the engineer company and the support artillery company. Requires 500 medium tanks. So we're about halfway there. The medium tank unit. We're gonna have to probably go service by requirement though. We might as well get ourselves the better artillery. Sucks is we're unconcentrated, but like I think we have a surplus anyways. And we're more constrained by our manpower than their attack level, so we'll just get the better stuff. With the better stats. Jungle is pretty rough attrition too. Like these grinder battles the Mexicans are throwing, I don't really get them anywhere. It's just unfortunate that we're gonna take a war sport hit and that's gonna fuck up our mobilization speed. Well, I guess we will get some stability out of it, so it's not all bad. Some decent experience there too. 49% on Jungle Rat. We're also learning Trickster. Yeah, if Mexico grinds out Jungle Rat and Trickster on us, we get Adaptable and Improv Expert for free just by standing in this line. That'd be pretty sick. Five to 7 ships. They have nothing over here. Like you could do you try to do like a pretty big meme and like drop a couple guys over here and be like bam bam you're encircled and then push into them. Should be hilarious. Maybe we want to try that. There's only 2 tiles over here. Like we could just. If we had gone the dockyard strat, they only have a few destroyers over there. We could maybe have done that. It's like if you land 1-1, then that's like an instant encirclement. I think you'd be behind a river even too. Like you'd probably hold out there for a pretty long time. Yeah, at this point we just wait for our tanks to be ready. It's maybe a bit dull, but I think it's probably like we can't really afford to do infantry offensives. We don't have the manpower for it. Not that I would recommend doing infantry offensives, even if that was not the case. Especially if it is, you gotta be careful with your manpower. Where is our research slot at? Down there. Yeah, we're totally neutral. Totally. Peace in our time. The consumer goods factories reduction. It's always good to have consumer goods factories reduction. We do 5 factories tied up in consumer goods deal. It'd be much stronger if we had access to them. There's maintenance company 1. Go for maintenance company number 2. Let's go ahead and issue that. It sucks up all of our manpower once again. We're getting close. Like, I think we have to. I think we have to go service by requirement. Which sucks. That's gonna fuck up our factory output, but there's not much I don't know. We just need the manpower. Get 6 a week on the medium tanks. Moving into it's Salvador. I guess we just keep building in Salvador for now, and then there's more factories over there, I guess. Already starting to steal some more equipment. Just make sure we keep topped up on our logistics. What else do we want? Switching that. We can get machine tools. We're probably close. We got like rifles or something like that. I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, I guess we can afford to get machine tools now. Pretty big deficit of support equipment too. Clear guys to the front. It was maybe a bit premature. I could have probably kept those guys in training. Are we stealing support equipment from Mexico? Oh, a little bit. Do friendship in Central America. We'll get a fun event. I wonder what that'll be. Yeah, lots of experience over here. We can probably convert some of these guys over when we go tanks of higher stats. we'll put one more on support equipment, and we are getting a little bit low. Do we have any more negative consumer goods over here? Efficiency growth 10% is very nice. And that gives us also what? Efficiency base? It would have been helpful to have that efficiency base a while ago. I'm not sure if that gives us a base on our existing factories or not. I imagine it would. So that would actually definitely be nice to get. Let's crank out more medium tanks. Like 67% to jungle rat, 45 to trickster. Ethiopia goes to war with Somalia, of course, and that's is a war that happens. How is Well Creek 2 doing? Looks like the Entente has actually landed a few places, and Germany is kicking their teeth in. So I didn't really intervene at all in any of those conflicts over here, and you see Germany is winning, which is not something you saw that much prior to this patch. And it matches up with what people are saying about Germany as well too, that they're doing better. Yeah, so that holds there. It looks like Union Britain is naval invading down here when they're themselves being naval invaded. That's everybody's naval invading everyone. Haiti's having a rough time. 14K to 400, and this is a little ridiculous actually. We almost went 500,000 casualties to Mexico. What are they doing? They're extensive now. I guess they're training up a lot more divs, I imagine. And we got tanks. And close to our first tank div. Friendship with the Central American nations. As we now look to expand our influence abroad, the Chamber of Deputies has come forth with a series of diplomatic proposals to improve relations with our neighboring nations. While we certainly do not know what the results of this action will entail, we do know that we are trying to remeasure our diplomatic position in the continent as well as securing the future peace of our nation. Let's contact the embassies and send the proposals. So I don't know, we get... It's a stack of political power. We want that. Let's go for maybe another one of these ones over here. I think maybe we go for organ supply consumption, planning, and decisive battles. Usually like not a bad one to have. Land night attack 15% is pretty good too, and not a supply. Static defense for the negative. I think we just go decisive battle here. Yeah, decisive battle. We'll do, what's this? Entrench our freedoms. That's a good one. I should have got earlier. I'm embarrassed for Syndicus Mexico. They're not having a great game. We'll save it for maybe a doctrine. Rash Kingdom of Denmark has capitulated. Friendship treaty with Costa Rica accepted. What? So we guarantee Mexico and Mexico guarantees Costa Rica? What the fuck? What? Yeah, well, I think Central America's got some problems. Look at this. Look at this. Got screen cap that. Fucking sick. Excellent. And now Mexico is guaranteeing Costa Rica, despite the fact they have a claim on it. Gross. The fuck is this, guys? Come on. Alright, let's make friends, not war. We're guaranteeing Mexico despite being at war with them. It's a bit silly, isn't it? Let's get that improved artillery upgrade. I don't want industry stuff, actually. Let's get that instead. And we're making war with our friends over here. And it costs us 25 to revoke our guarantee. I'm also guaranteed by Mexico. It's a bit silly. How are we doing for tanks? Again, close. Close. Over here, we've stolen. Yeah, I don't know, like a little bit of stuff. You get the big steals when you do encirclements, but all of our logistics are currently in the green. Hurricane hits Nicaragua and Atlantic shores. Okay. At least we prepared though. $75% to jungle rat. And over here, we got, it looks like Communist France pushing out some of these French invasions, and it looks like Dominion Canada got cucked. I wonder what happened there. Does Germany like us? They do. I want attaché. That will help us with war support to mobilize. I don't know. We'll send it. We also might want to go with. We might also want to go with total mobilization for a bit. You guys doing begin reconstruction. Norman Thomas. I don't think I've ever seen that guy before. Alright, freedoms are fucking entrenched, and we got a research flag here. Annual celebration, get some PP. Paulatania joins Third International. Okay. It's great for them. I'm gonna still train some more divs. Maybe we'll just get like our basic bitch rifle division. And we'll change our armies around. We'll have our tanks soon. Have our infantry be green, I guess. How close? This is like definitely our best general. I mean, as we get adaptable. the regimental combat teams. Go with our offensive guy. I don't know if it's worth it to wait though. Get a jungle rat. You can also roll the dice to try and get armor officer or something. Oh, total mob. Yeah, I think it's gonna take too long. All those guys get out of there, and that'll be our first tank unit here. Promising picture. We'll attempt to, we'll do the fucking neutrality thing. Alright, sick. First tank divvy. What do we get here? Tools, maybe? The engineer company. Let's get the mechanized for the hardness, maybe. You want to attack the marsh? The mountain. I can't remember offhand. I think marsh is worse. Attack 40%. Yeah, the marsh is definitely worse. Oh, there's a plains tile after this, so this is like another marsh. Maybe we should take. Yeah, let's come over here instead. We also have the mountaineer trait. Still, we need like 100 experience to make that worthwhile. Should probably waited for planning here. These guys are like so low strength from low war ago. Send these guys in. Win a little bit quicker. a bit easier. We get some oil from Venezuela. See if we can get across that river. The fall of Paris. I guess that's good for us because we're liberals or something. I don't know. Try to return neutrality. I'm sure Canada will cuck us because that's, you know, that's the way she goes. Let's go for these dockyards maybe. Let's go swiftness is key with the extra buffs. Make sure we pin these guys here. Canada, yeah, of course, Canada cucks us. Dicks. Why has Canada stifled us at every turn this game? We're gonna get this. I think we're gonna get this encirclement here. Everyone get in. We might want to force attack. Yeah, we have to force attack a tank. Shit. I think we still got it. Make sure we hold that. That'd be nice. This is probably a significant portion of their army. Excellent. Keep on upgrading. How are we for medium tanks? pin those guys there so we can close the noose on them a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna get him. Yeah, fat encirclement, fat encirclement. Force there. How's it going, Leonardo? We can just let our tank kill these guys. We don't need to waste our infantry. Like single-digit stats. Alright. It doesn't really matter if we lose that one tile, to be honest. Alright, yes, extra movement speed. Swiftness is indeed the key. Bonus for motorized, and we can go get our alrighty. Quick casualty tech. 21k versus that's ridiculous. Like, that might be probably one of the most sick casualty ratios I've ever had. Thanks, Mexico. See if Mexico would do something else dumb here. We can get maybe an encirclement off of them. I don't know. These are not good attacks, so I don't know if this is worth it. I cannot, like, I mean, having a sick KDR is nice, but I also cannot afford to take that many casualties. I think maybe cavalry would have been a nice choice here to get the extra speed. Fortunately, jungle really sucks for your movement speed on tanks. Yeah, I don't know if those attacks are worth it. It's with the better rifle, maybe. Eastern Seas War, okay. Those guys supporting attack there, and see if we can just push that one guy out of the way. No, come on, get there. Oh, that's like there. No, that's maybe that's a bit too greedy. Yeah, we have to take like 2 whole tiles for that even. Yeah, I do kind of wish I had cavalry. I don't think we have a speed. I don't think we have a speed guy, do we? School of maneuver. No, we don't. Industrial company, maybe. Yeah, maybe infantry equipment manufacturer. Starting to take some more casualties now. Well, I mean, I've been attacking them to pin them in place here. I'm trying to get some sort of pocket going. We can kill these 3 divisions here, and I think we're going to get that kill too. See if we can cross there. The guy's like no organization left. Alright, cool. We took Mexico City. That's pretty sick. See if we can get more of their army here. They'll be able to capture these guys on the coast here too. Guadalajara. I think we got them. I think they're pretty fucked here. I think we did it. Oh, not a general. Leon. Let's get the new dry docks. Another oil. How are we on tanks? Still a ways off. Our tank kill those guys. Yeah, Mexican puppet will be very helpful. I'll be honest, I'm not sure what else there's going to be to do after we kill Mexico. We don't really need that anymore. We can just do this. And the Danes have capitulated. Close to Mexico to capping. Look, they're almost there. Some more destroyers. I need some more steel. And more tungsten. I don't know, maybe we should annex them for the industry though. I mean, like we're getting like a significant number of our factories from occupation at the moment. That guy's not in Durango. We'll pin him and we'll drive in there with our tank. I think that's probably if we get Durango, I think that's probably enough to kill Mexico. Oh, shit. Got a cavalry unit there. That's right. I think our tank could be one cavalry even if it isn't mountain tile. What's the casualties now? It's 33k to 1.02 million. Which is, we know, of course, we did have to make some infantry attacks. We'll have enough army experience to boost that shortly, I think. So we can leave that. We have Durango. Alright, thanks Mexico. Here we go. There's a thick Central American Confederation. So I guess our next election cycle. When is our next election? It's January 1943. And we're not into factions. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck we're supposed to do now. We have guarantees on all these other people here, too. And we could get some of this stuff over here, but I think probably not. It's not realistic to be producing. Get construction, I guess. And those would be alright. I guess we're not going to ultimately wind up... yeah, I think we'll wait for the experience to boost that. Need to work on maybe building up our industry a little bit. Computing technology, I suppose. Maybe some fuel. Fate of Mexico. I guess we liberate them for the manpower. I would like to ease up on conscription then, yes. I'm just spending all the stuff I'm supposed to be using for yeah, spend all the stuff I'm supposed to be using for fucking doctrine boost. Fuck. It's alright. It's alright. Now we're Mexican. It's quite a hit of manpower. This will just be the one without the sport equipment. Shanghai has capitulated. I guess we don't need these guys anymore. Let's get ourselves another dockyard. Maybe another thing of convoys be warranted. And we'll fix our economy. We're doing for medium tanks. We'll get another division soon. We could send those as volunteers, I guess, maybe. Like, I don't think we're going to be at war with anyone. Exactly enough units for one per port. Our support equipment stockpile is a bit light, though. I think 9 we get us to our divisions caps. We'll do that. Can we justify in Yucatan? For some reason we got Yucatan. I don't know, boys. It just happened. Look at that. Excellent. Great. Oh, Yucatan just got erased. But thanks for asking, Sun Mingo, though. Jeez. Wow. Oh, London. 14 mils, 5 civs. Yeah, we probably should build a few more civilian factories. Get trade interdiction, get ourselves a thing for cruisers. And like we can't really do any more of that other stuff until we have bonus for spear firepower, maybe. Until we have our election. That's all just research bonuses I don't really need. Don't have the industry for that other stuff, really. Let's look at the bonus for superior. 200% is quite a nice, it's quite a steep bonus. Alright, I think it's getting late though. I think I'm going to call it a night here. I'll save this game. I don't know if we'll continue this campaign or not. Like, I don't know what else there is to do. We get we'll drop those Mexican divisions. We could send our 2 divisions of tanks over to help someone, I guess. Although it looks like we're certainly not going to be helping the Internationale. And it looks like, you know, Germany and the Entente have pretty clearly won Well Creek 2 at this point. So I don't really think there's that much left to do in this campaign, to be honest. We did our unification, we killed Mexico. We'd just be waiting until 1943 to do the decisions to unify with Costa Rica and Panama, assuming we were even allowed to. Anyways, I guess that's it. For the guy who wanted to see Nicaragua, I hope I hope you enjoyed the campaign, even though you didn't show up. Although I didn't really advertise it. Anyways, that's it for tonight. Levy Freeman signing out.